I actually didn't do anything at all because I am not a technical genius, but that's not the point here.
I usually go to settings and test internet connection about 3 times. It shuts down anything in case anything's open.
I think I
It
fixed
also
it.
lets it know that I'm demanding more power.
Right?
Well, yeah, seriously, it's what you're literally doing. You're asking it for more power.
Yeah. Alright guys, so anyway, we're back on Lone Oak Farms. As you probably heard, my game save file was lost into the winds of the data in the world. I don't know. I'm just spouting random words now.
A rainy cloud took it away.
Yeah, pretty much. Instead of the stork bringing me my baby, it took it away from me. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we're gonna grab a quick apple from the kitchen in our house. Where's my kitchen? I don't even know my own house. That is actually kind of sad. Do I even have a kitchen? That is a good question. What's in here? Well, a door just opened somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, I just
So
locked
I was
myself
eating
in.
pizza yesterday and I thought of a new song.
Really?
Yeah, it goes, we're marching to the heart, we're marching to the heart. Hey, look, a piece of lettuce. Get the F out of the way! We're marching to the heart, we're marching.
Oh my goodness, dude. I think I'm trapped. Oh no, please don't let me be trapped here. Alright, there we go. There we go. Perfect. These doors in Lone Oak Farms are kind of crappy, guys. There's my kitchen.
So you're liking
Anyway.
the Bell Life, huh?
Oh, it's hilarious, dude. Let's
They
grab
are
an apple,
hilarious, aren't
guys.
they?
Oh yeah. Glass of water. Who am I kidding? I'm about to be farming. I need a beer. Remember,
Farming, I need a
kids,
beer.
always drink a beer before you drive a tractor. Do not do that. Do not take words out of my game and put them into real life. Remember, my gamer tag is drunk on whiskey. Don't do this, guys. Bad advice coming here. Anyway, let's get going. Start our day off out here on the farm. Open door. Oh my god. You know what? I'm just gonna open the garage door. It's
Oh,
easier.
we'd be so close right now to the new farming simulator, and yet we're a year and a half away.
I know, it stinks, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Uh,
we'd be right on top of it right now. We'd all be like on the clock counting down. 6 months, man! 6 months, you know? I'm getting like new game withdrawals.
yeah. Same here, man. Alright, let's feed the dog real quick. There we go. Alright, let's get in our pickup. Make sure I don't run over the damn dog.
The dog is damned?
Yeah, he puts on people legs every night and dances around with stripper clothes.
Oh, I thought he dressed up in drag and marched down the street.
Right. Alright guys, let's check on our field real quick. I believe it is ready for harvest. If it is, that'll be good, because I'm tired of waiting. I want to harvest something. Yeah?
Someone tried telling me the other day my dog doesn't talk. I said, ask him what sandpaper's like.
Roof!
Ask him what's on a tree. Ask him what's on it.
That's good, man. That's good. Alright, we're gonna be whipping around here real quick over to our tractors, guys. I think I forgot to park one last night. Yeah, look at that. I left the tractor sitting out and it rained all night. Oh man, that's gonna come back to bite me later.
When did you lose your data?
About 2 days ago.
Oh, man.
I had just hit 4 hours of gaming on it.
Oh, that's it? 4 hours? That's
Yeah,
not bad.
it wasn't much. But I mean,
Tiny
it's,
lost 175 hours, he said on the map.
I think the largest file I've lost was one with 162 to or 165 hours.
I lost one with definitely over 500 hours. Goldcrest on 17. I had over
Oh,
$20 million on that, and my wife accidentally deleted it. Which, don't ask how you can accidentally delete it, because you have to like push a lot of buttons to get there. Yeah.
don't let your wife hear you saying this.
Oh, she knows that I don't accidentally believe that. She knows.
Oh man. All right, let's
I
head
don't.
on over to the
I don't make a
field.
big secret of that, my friend. I don't.
That was my favorite game file. How could you?
Oh, I didn't worry about it. I laughed at her. If that's the worst he's gonna do to me last year, then that's great. It
Right?
wasn't though. It was.
I think the worst that my woman's ever done to me was. Oh, it was. I was going
I
through a
already
rough
know I got
patch.
you beat.
No,
Let's
man.
hear it.
Trust me, you know. I was going
I
through a
think I
rough
do,
patch.
but go ahead.
My best friend had just passed away. So my habit when I lose a friend is I drink. I'll drink quite a bit just to like that's my grieving method right there. I'll drink till I can't drink no more. Well, I woke up the day after getting really really drunk and my girlfriend was standing by the sink in the bathroom. And I went over to her and said, "Hey, what are you doing over here?" There were 4 empty bottles of whiskey sitting on the counter, and the fifth one was in her hand getting drained.
That's the big bad thing.
Oh, I was
Man, I've been
so
married 26
pissed.
years. That's not even close.
You know how
My
much
wife
those whiskey bottles
poisoned me.
cost?
Listen, my wife cooked me salmon one night,
Oh,
and I
God.
decided that I wasn't hungry.
Oh,
And I told her,
no.
I said, I'm really not hungry, honey. You know what I mean? I wasn't feeling all that great. So she put
Right.
the salmon in the microwave, left it there for 24 hours, put it on
Oh.
warm, and fed it to me the next day. Put me straight in the
Oh.
hospital.
Oh.
Does that beat you? Does that
Yeah,
beat
that beats me, man. That beats me. I mean, my girlfriend's hit me in the chest before, but she's never put me in the hospital.
you? Intentionally. With
Oh my
malice.
god. Man, I think you need to look for a new wife. Please take her back to
Uh,
Walmart. Make sure you have the receipt.
if she cares enough to try to kill you, she must care.
Right? Oh my god, that's awful.
But it happens.
That's a woman
Awful or
right there,
not, that
man.
really happens.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. My buddy still laughs at me about it.
I would too. Never reject your woman's cooking. That's the lesson to be learned from this.
Yeah, no matter what it is.
You could be throwing your guts up, having blood coming out. You better eat her food still.
Oh, that was bad. That was, listen, seafood poisoning
Is
the
the
most painful
worst.
thing I ever been through in my life. No, it is worse. You could break your femur. Trust me, that's worse.
I
But,
mean, ribs
it was
are
the
worse
most
than the
painful
femur, but
experience that I've been through.
yeah.
I've
I
been
think
beat up by full-grown men, and it didn't bother me that bad as that did.
right. I used to box, so I broke
Sandy, what's going on, bro?
the whole left side of my rib cage in a boxing match.
Oh,
And
that's not good.
you want to talk pain? When they set your ribs, they actually don't set them. There's nothing they can do about broken ribs at this point in time.
Right.
So they basically just tell you to take it easy and let it heal on its own, and then they put basically bandages on your chest. That's all they can do. Well, I had broken the whole left side of my rib cage in the middle of a match, and I was still fighting through that pain, dude. When they got me to
Wow.
the hospital, one of my ribs had shifted so much it was actually pushing into my lung. If I had
That
thrown
sounds painful.
one more punch, I would have punctured my lung.
That sounds painful.
Oh, it hurt so bad. And I still have that rib that's pushing into my lung. It's still pushing into it. They never pulled it back out to the place it's supposed to be. But,
Wow.
I mean, I'm alright as long as I don't overexert myself. Which I kind of still do all the time, but that's not the point. I mean, I still box to this day, dude. I'm not giving that up.
I do not box.
I love
I'm a
boxing.
lover, not a fighter.
I love to box.
Hey, do you know what it means when a man starts losing his hair in the front of his head?
He's getting old, or his children are
Nice.
getting on his nerves.
Nah, he's a great thinker. Do you know what it
Oh,
means when he starts losing the hair in the middle of his head?
what?
He's a great lover.
There you
Do you know
go.
what it means when he loses his hair from the front of his head to the back of his head?
What?
He thinks he's a great lover.
Oh my god. My dad used to say his hair is only gray because he had us kids.
Colin, what's going on? Missed you too, bro. His hair was only gray because he had kids. He's lying,
Yeah.
but that's fun.
Because his hair started turning gray right after he adopted my oldest sister. And from the start, she was always a brat, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
I get what I want, and if you don't do what I want, I'm gonna beat you for it.
Oh, eesh. Nice.
Yeah, that annoying type of girl. Anyway, like,
Wasn't paying attention.
You just-
Alright, your parents let you have GTA 5, man? So your parents are nicer than me, there's no way.
I would never let you have GTA 5 until you're at least 21. Oh, man. They shouldn't have cut out all the backup sounds on all the tractors in this game.
I'm still liking 17 better than 19.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Personal
starting to agree
opinion.
with you. I've been having a lot of
Just a
glitches
personal
on some
opinion.
mod maps. I just don't like how they're releasing mods before they're ready, honestly.
It's Whiskey Slayer, bro.
Whiskey Slayer, man, what's up, man? How you guys
It's
doing?
Colin.
What's up, Colin? How you doing, brother? How come you're watching him and not me? I thought you were my fam. You betraying me, Colin? Nah, I'm just messing with you, bro. Don't forget to like God Bad Stream, dude. Alrighty. But anyway, yeah, she
Awesome.
was
I'm
that
glad to hear that, bro.
she was that bratty type that got whatever she wanted. And then one day my dad looked at her and said no. And the look on her face was the most rich look I have ever seen in my entire life. The shock that someone had finally said no to her. Oh my god, she threw the biggest temper tantrum I have ever seen a child throw. And
Wow.
to this day, my dad says that's when his hair started to turn gray.
See, I hear no all the time. It just sounds different. It sounds like, no, please, no, no, please, no, no, please.
I'm begging you, man, no! I feel that, man. I hear that all the time, too, in the ring. Oh,
So we
man.
got an MMA guy, huh, Whiskey?
No, that's mixed martial arts, dude.
Little different, huh? Hey,
I'm-
Kate, what's going on, bro?
I'm actually
been
in,
great.
I say
How
boxing,
have you
but
been? Good.
I say boxing, but it's actually called Muay Thai.
Oh, okay.
It's a Japanese art form of kickboxing.
Well,
But
then what's the difference between that and MMA?
well, the difference between
I
it
imagine
is
a lot of 'em-
it actually imbues quite a few forms of martial arts into it. And like it's skin boxing, it's not with gloves or anything like that. It's skin on skin contact. It's real man's boxing. Basically,
Right.
it's like a street fight in a ring,
Right.
and a lot
They
more
got that now
vicious.
too. Bare knuckle fist fighting. I
Oh,
don't
it's
watch that. It's
incredible.
too violent.
It's basically what I do, man. That's basically it. I mean, it's really it's hardcore and it's tough, but it's literally turning your body into a muscle mass of energy.
She's doing great, bro. How are things going for you, man? And I understand the working thing. There's only one thing worse than working, and that's not working. Wow, I got half this field done already, or most, anyhow. That's fast. This is a small field.
There you go, man. I'm working a pretty big field myself right now.
Of course I did. I missed everyone, Colin. I took a nice little break. I needed it, though. I went almost 2 years streaming daily, man. I needed a break from it. Awesome. Glad to hear that, Fate.
Alrighty. Back to the
When is this
harvest.
Corona thing gonna end? I so want to go to a restaurant or get a haircut. What is the matter with these people?
I know, right? It's put so many people out of business, too. It's ridiculous.
I mean, I need a haircut, man. I'm starting to look like Wild Thing. Da-na-na-na.
Do it yourself. Give you your own haircut. Grab a razor.
They're gonna think I'm ZZ Top pretty soon.
No, they're gonna think you're that, who's the drummer from Kiss?
Oh, man, that's the worst drummer in the world. That is,
Isn't he?
Peter Criss. Oh,
Right?
he's terrible, man. He's a horrible drummer.
Oh, man,
How
they
he
could
ever
have done
got
so
that
much
job
better.
is beyond me. I have
Isn't
no
it the
idea
tongue,
how
man?
that guy got his job.
Isn't it the tongue?
Somebody had to be writing a letter to the devil. Somebody.
I'm gonna sell my soul if they give me a drummer position on Kiss.
He is. I mean, it's all you got to do is just type in Peter Criss drum solo. He comes down, he hits the drum twice, and then raises his hands up like he did something. And he does this like 8 times, man. I'm like, that's not a drum solo.
That's
you
just
hitting
crap.
the drum twice and then raising your hands like you did something. It's like watching a 6-year-old hit a drum set for the first time.
Pretty much, dude.
FF, what's FF, bro? Final Fantasy?
Fantastic figurines.
Hey, Tiny, you still here?
There's one I think of, but it's pretty bad that I shouldn't say.
Chris ain't around. No idea where that FF was going, but it didn't sound good. Didn't sound like it was going to a good place.
I was thinking in the wrong place, believe me. With my bad habits, man. Oh,
No, I'm doing some missions right now to raise some money.
wait, come on,
Phone
Chris, you
number,
gotta have
I'm
another
too poor. I
device.
don't
Come,
have a phone number.
where's my moderator? Where's my mod? Chris, you gotta be modding me, not Abad. Actually, I'm just kidding. Don't mod me. I have literally no one. Be sure to like Abad's stream, guys. He's working hard
Yeah,
for
he's
all
too
you
young.
people.
He doesn't know Tiny.
Wait, I'm too young?
No, Colin.
Oh, I was gonna be like, I'm too young?
Colin asked me for my phone number. Like I'm gonna just, give it out
Hand
across
that out?
YouTube.
Yeah, hey
Across
Abad.
YouTube. Just up there forever.
Hey Abad, can I have your number? I just want to sell it to some Russian people.
I don't mind if the Russians have it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they can keep us safer than Trump does.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It just worries me about who will end up with it,
Yeah, give it to the wrong person. Someone shows up your door with a 22. You forgot me at our prom.
Well, Colin, I don't meet that many people, to be honest with you. Paid this down to 28. I am now. I paid half the loan back already. Look at that. That's fast.
There you go, man.
Yeah, 150K already. Which means I can already buy another piece of land, but I need equipment, so.
I'm trying to do this one as a no loan challenge. Like, I am determined not to take out a loan on Lone Oak Farms. Because once you hit that button once, you end up hitting it as many times as you can.
That
I am not kidding.
was a good one, Tiny. Alright, looks like I need to fast forward time here. I might be out of fields. (911) My phone number is 555-555-5555.
My phone number is 1-800. Look behind your door.
Inevitably, Colin, because I travel around, you know, and inevitably I'll be in your neck of the woods at some time.
What's up? Welcome to the stream! Person watching without commenting. We love you. Please don't abandon me ever. I'm begging you. I feel so
We love
alone.
you! The love is more than you know. We
Right.
love. Oh, this thing only needs fertilization? Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time with that.
I got a lime in my field. I don't know if I have to plow it yet, though. No? Do I even have
Whoops.
plowing on? I don't even have plowing on, and yet I have a plow for
Colin,
some reason.
listen. I'm a 54-year-old man. Alright? I'm married for 26 years. I'm a good, normal person. Don't ask weird things like that, or else you won't be my friend no more.
Well,
Do
normal
we
is stretching it
understand
a
each
bit.
other? You're putting my whole entire family in danger when you say something stupid like that. I know, huh, Tiny?
Dang, dude. I'm looking at your stream right now. Dang.
You see what he said?
Yeah. No, dude, he's not joking. That's too far. But Abad, you are stretching it a bit when you say you're normal.
Well, yeah, I know, but...
You're 40 years old, man, and you're playing video games. Come on, you're not normal.
54 years old and playing video games. Definitely not normal.
Oh, man. Oh.
Yeah, Colin, you gotta stop it now, man. You're annoying me. Please stop it.
Bro, when he asks you to stop, dude, just give it a break.
Oh, I should have went that way. We're
I
driving down the
wonder.
cliff.
Right? Looking at something else and you end up driving off the mountain and you're like, well, I hope there's a pond at the bottom.
Yes, Chris, absolutely. I don't think he understands the ramifications of what he's talking about, but nonetheless, I do.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Yay, another field. All right. Capital gains.
Well, something he brought on himself, so.
Yeah, nah, he doesn't. He doesn't understand what he's saying. I
No.
know what he means, but what he means and what it looks like are two different things.
Really, yeah.
Jacob! Of course, I'm friends with Fate. I imagine.
I mean, sure, fate is gonna send the Grim Reaper after him one day, but he still shrugs it off.
Yeah, he'll be back in a few.
What's up, Jacob? Geez, sound like I was trying to suck in air while I was talking. Ugh.
I should have went and smoked a cigarette before I did this field.
That's why I have a can of
But I
chew right
did.
beside me.
I can't smoke in my house. Oh, I mean, I can. It's my house.
Yeah,
But
but if your wife catches you,
no, my
here
wife
comes
would be
out the
okay
frying
with it.
pan.
Yeah, now my wife would be okay with it too. It's not her house, but you
You just
know,
don't want to get the wallpaper peeling of the paint
no, I got
brown or
all the
nothing.
walls are wood, man.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want it to get in.
Well,
You
at
like
least
the
you
new
won't set your
place,
house on
Tiny?
fire.
Thanks,
Well,
man. I lucked out. The good Lord blessed me. It's just a timing thing. They almost gave me the house, Tiny. It was so cheap.
hey, Abed.
Wow, what is up with my phone number today? Everybody wants my phone number. I'm getting famous, I guess.
Dorn, welcome to the stream.
Pretty soon they'll be asking for my autograph. Can I get your autograph, man? Get your autograph.
Wow.
Highly doubtful.
Jacob, we don't hand out phone numbers on YouTube. It's very dangerous.
Hey, you want my IP address? My mom's maiden name and my social security number too?
How about I just give you my credit card number and the 3-digit PIN for it? I mean, jeez.
I
Or
hear you
hell,
there,
how about I just
Tiny.
take you to
I
the
would too,
dealership
man.
and buy you a new car? Hey, Abed, you want to go buy me a new car?
Hey, Matt, what's going on, bro? There's a name I haven't seen in a long time. Do you even know Matt Whiskey?
I do not believe I've had the pleasure.
Whoa, you gotta sign up to his channel, man. He's like me and Tiny.
Let's see. It's just Matt.
Yep, it's just Matt. Long time no see is right, man. How's the family doing? Really? I'm gonna have to check that out. I hear you there, Matt. Same here, man. Just trying to keep it real.
Why did they take away the function to go to another person's channel just by tapping on their name? That is irritating.
Did they really?
Yeah, they did.
I didn't even know that.
Dorn, I'm playing with, well, I'm not playing with anybody, but I'm hanging in a party with Abed.
Yes, look back, Fate. Somebody was asking about you a while ago. Yeah, YouTube's... I don't know, man. I still like YouTube, but I'm a little aggravated with the music thing, to be honest with you. They had their better days, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's the truth.
I mean, I would just love to be able to play a song.
Right?
Oh, I did. I had to call up a company. Yeah, it is little kid fate. No big deal. I went and I had to call up the company that put out. It was for the font. It's for this game. The music in this game. I had to
Yeah, it's
call up the
ridiculous.
company and argue with the guy, you know. And then he said, "Well, it's our property and it's our identity." And I said, "Yeah, but it's Case's identity. It's
It's
Lamborghini's identity." And I said, as
yeah.
far as I'm concerned, they have actual identities. You don't. You don't.
Jeez, Abed, man, you have balls. If I called up one of those companies, they'd laugh at me and hang up.
No, I chatted with the guy for a good 45 minutes, man. We went back and forth, and finally he said, "Well, I'll just give you a warning this time, and I'll say it was okay, but don't do it again." And I was like, "Okay, Daddy." I was like, "Okay."
So wait, he was gonna
So
report your video or something?
he did. They gave me 83 strikes.
83
83.
over one video.
No, I didn't know that they were striking me.
Okay, I was gonna say, dude. But 83, man, that's
I'm gonna
excessive.
give you a call timer. Let's just talk, bro. Sure, man. Anytime you want, Fate. I'll chat. But they were actually pretty good about it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like we were fist fighting, arguing about it. You know what I mean?
You guys weren't pulling
I
a
just
me.
wanted him to. I just wanted him to see my point of view, and he wasn't actually the most pleasant person in the world. You
Right.
know. But I wanted to let him know that no matter how pleasant you are, or no matter how much you try to gaslight me, I'm not dealing with it.
Right.
You know, but at the end of the day, you know, he did the right thing and I did the right thing. He just gave me a warning, you know, and gave me a pass, and I said, okay, I won't do it again, and I didn't.
There you go. I used to play the music on Farming Simulator all the time in my videos.
Wait a minute. YouTube can't do crap anymore. Play copyrighted music, the video can't be monetized, and if you're not monetized, you can't do anything. Actually, that's not true. My buddy got taken down for 6 months. He lost his channel. They took his channel away for 6 months.
Wow. 6 months without your channel. That's gonna stink.
Yeah. I mean, he created a new channel, don't get me wrong, but
I mean, who
he had
would?
25,000 subscribers, man. He instantly dropped to like 5. No,
Wow.
not recently, Tiny. Probably 3 years ago. Maybe 3.5. Somewhere around there. I feel like I'm doing a George Carlin thing. You know,
Right?
8 years ago, maybe 8.5. I don't know, maybe 5 years. I don't know.
I can't really remember the date. Could have been
That's a
five
new
minutes
rule in this
ago.
game. So they don't take your channel away no more if you just unmonetize. Well, then I don't need to be monetized. I don't need to be monetized. What the heck do I need to be monetized for?
Isn't that where they just like put commercials or
I'm
ads in
gonna
your
have to.
videos?
Yeah,
I don't have that. I could play whatever music I want then.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm gonna. You can't call YouTube.
Well, no, you can't call YouTube. That's obvious. YouTube isn't a person, it's a whole thing. It's a network.
What you sorry for, Jacob? There's nothing to be sorry about. Well, like I said, I don't want to take the risk of losing the channel, you know? For
Yeah,
6
I
months or
wouldn't
something
either.
like that.
I mean, it was this year. I had one of my Black Ops 3 zombie videos taken down because the intro from
Oh,
the
okay.
zombies
Thank
played.
you, Tiny.
They said that I got
Yeah,
copyrighted on
I
that
think he's
beginning
just young. They
video.
don't know any better, man. But I'm glad that you did that to let him know, because better he learns here than from a judge when he's 18.
Right. I learned the hard way from a judge when I was 18.
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough not to go down that road.
Well, I can tell you right now, don't punch a cop.
Oh, come on, let's not even talk about that. That's crazy.
No, I'm serious. That's what I got
Yeah,
arrested
no,
for.
I know. Let's talk about something else, though. Ba-da-da-da-da.
This harvester
How
is
does
too
fate have
small.
your number, but not me? I don't think fate necessarily meant my phone number, man. I'm not
Is
sure I have my phone number.
I don't even have my phone number. Who remembers that stuff anymore?
These days, you don't even need a phone number anymore. You can do everything online.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to talk to someone, you can just text them into Facebook or Twitter or
Right.
Twitch or YouTube, and it just sends a message to them right away. They know.
Right.
I mean, you don't even really need a physical phone number anymore.
For real. I still have one just in case. But all I get these days are telemarketers.
Yeah, that's not going to last too much long. Well, that's a landline. You know, I'm
Well,
talking about a cell phone. You're
no,
not
I'm
even going to
talking.
need that
I mean,
anymore.
on my cell phone, I
Yeah,
still get
that's going.
telemarketer calls.
Really? I don't get them.
Oh yeah, I still get them all the time. Your car
What state
insurance
are you
needs to be
living in?
updated. Pennsylvania.
I don't. Yeah, that's right. You told me that. I don't need to move there if telemarketers can call you on your cell phone.
Yeah, it's all
A
about
lot of
like.
states are
Did you
protected from
know?
that.
I got one. I got one today. Actually, it said, "Just wanted to let you know that your home insurance can be bundled with your car insurance through this and this and this." I'm like, I don't even have home insurance.
Mr.
Why are you calling
T-Bone,
me?
what's going on?
T-Bone! What's up, man? Alright, I have to know, T-Bone. Are you the guy who does the logging videos and the modding videos on YouTube? Or is that another T-Bone?
I'm not telling you, man.
I
None
have
of
to
your
know.
damn business.
Watch your language, mister. Get on my back over it, I'll get on yours too. No, I
I'm
actually
talking
gotta
about
know,
Hoover
cause like,
Dam.
T-Bone is like one of my favorite YouTubers that I watch. If that's actually him, like, I'd be stoked.
Oh, Mr. T-Bone is Matt's friend.
Oh, well, I don't know Matt, so I can't vouch for T-Bone anymore. Sorry, T-Bone.
He said it's the other T-Bone.
Okay, you're the other T-Bone. Okay, man.
He
That's too
makes
bad.
logging maps.
Okay, there you go, man.
Oh, like FDR. FDR makes logging maps too. He pops in every once in a blue moon on mine.
Wait, you
Once a
have
year or something.
FDR like popping in once in a while?
About once a year.
That's crazy. I had DJ Go Ham pop in one of my videos once.
DJ used to hang out all the time.
Till he became famous.
Well, I don't know. He just got busy, man. He's really busy now. But
Right.
yeah, he hang around with my channel and Tony's channel and Matt's channel. He was around all the time.
He's a cool dude at heart.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I did not know that, Mr. T-Bone. That's cool.
Alright, we're gonna
No, I
quickly
didn't
empty out the
notice
trailer.
that. They're not there anymore? Oh, don't tell me that, man. I got a lot of work on both of them maps.
I know they pulled Smoky Mountain from Fs19 17. But I didn't know they pulled Pacific Inlet.
Aw, man, I got a lot of hours on both of them maps. Why did he do that? Did he have a hissy fit with Giants?
Man, that just sounds like DJ. I mean FDR, man.
I don't know.
He refuses to make any logging mods for a console because they complain about his grapple, dude. He won't use a dangle grapple, so he refuses to make mods for console anymore unless it's maps. And even then, he still complains about that. I'm telling you now, dude. His exact words on one of his videos were,
Well,
"I
we don't
will
know if
never."
it's Giants or him.
Well, no. Giants was perfectly happy to put out his mods. They said, just switch your grapples for your logging trucks over to dangle grapples, which are just the loose ones.
Cigarette for a second. We'll stand on top of the tractor.
But
I want to sort this out. I can't believe they're gone. No, man, I got so many hours. Pacific Inlet is the one where I turned it into. Oh, man. Oh.
Yeah,
I gotta have 200 hours on each of them maps. Yeah, I think they're both still installed. Yes. So now I just gotta be careful not to uninstall them, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I should put them on a hard drive. Well, I guess technically I'll always have them because they're on YouTube, right?
Right, yeah, well, definitely. But no, his exact words were, "I will never put anything out for console now." Because Giants didn't like his grapple.
It's okay, you know, people have to have their own opinions and their own things. I mean, the guy makes a good map.
He
but
does.
He's not the only guy in the world that makes maps, so... Matter of fact, there's two guys on our stream right now that makes maps. Matter of fact, there's two guys.
Wow.
We got Matt and Mr. T-Bone. We have two map makers right here.
I thought about getting into modding, and then I thought I'm just too lazy to like sit there for 3 hours designing anything at all. I sat in a class in high school for architecture and design, and that even drove me crazy.
Rebel guy, what's up? I've been hiding. What's with the monkey butt thing, bro? And why did you change your name?
Wow, Dark City Redneck 32 Rebel Guy 29.
That's Rebel Guy. He's cool.
Did he just have the audacity to call you a monkey butt?
He's teasing, man. He's cool.
I know. I'm just picking on him, dude.
Probably something his dad says.
That is one very, very long YouTube name, brother.
That is a long name.
Do not expect me to type that in.
Whatever happened to what did that guy name himself? What the man? Whatever man, that's it.
Yeah.
Whatever man.
Whatever man.
Whatever man.
Like one of those New York cabbies. Whatever man.
He named himself Whatever man.
So I had $144,000 on my save right now, and I decided since I didn't want to have to get a semi truck because I already have a trailer.
I wonder if I can cross that.
I just bought a dump truck.
Oh really?
Yeah, that'll hold the grain for me. No need to go and buy a whole semi truck, and it was cheaper than a semi truck. A semi truck, that's like $300,000 for the truck and another $45,000 for the trailer. $75,000.
Cool, let me know when it's
just
done.
For the dump
I'll
truck.
do the map. I don't even care if it's on 19. I'm there.
I'm down for it. I'll log that stuff. I'll give my honest opinion on it.
I don't need an opinion. I'll play it, man. I don't care if I hate it. It'll be the
Right?
best thing I ever played. Be the best thing
Playing
I
on a
ever...
map that one of my subs built. I'm awesome. No, there's this logging map I've been doing, and you know how most maps, when you use a wood chipper,
Whoops.
it'll just pour it right on the ground, right? You can have it do that, right, Abed?
It's already down on console? Which one is it, Matt?
Yeah, which one is it?
Now I know I'm going to 19.
Right? Well, I'm already on 19, so that's not the point. But I'm curious, so I can log this map.
Alright, man. I'll check that out this week, man.
That's the one I've been doing, Matt. That's the one I've been logging on. I don't know if you intended it this way, but whenever I use a wood chipper and hit control L2 L1 and R1 and then Y to let it just spit out on the ground, it said this action is not allowed to be performed here. No matter where I put the wood chipper, I cannot have the wood chips going on the ground. They have to go into a trailer. I don't know if you intended that purposefully, but I was trying to do something on that map where I could just put the wood chips on the ground, but nowhere on
What,
your
you trying
map
to
would
make a
let me.
bridge?
Basically, kind of like that, yeah. Just to like across some of the water or something like that. I can't remember, or fill in a hole, but it wouldn't let me spill the dirt and the wood chips anywhere on his map. So I don't know if he did that purposefully or if that was unintentional. But other than that, I love that map, dude. It's incredible. But please drop in his comments if that was intentional or not, dude. I gotta know, cause man, that was kind of sad for me. I've always been big on making like bridges in farming sim and stuff like that.
Didn't FDR make Emerald Island too? Is that going as well?
I don't know if it's gone or not. Think he made it though.
He said it's not intentional, he's not sure why.
That's I don't know if you still have that file though, like if you could look at it and see if you can figure out what's going on there, dude. That'd be awesome. I don't know if there's like a collision or something that's not working, but I know that maps can be updated and stuff like that. So if you can like update that for me.
It's his first map, man.
I know. That's why I was
Poor guy
like,
break, man.
he failed me is what I'm sounding like. I'm not trying to sound like that though. I'm just trying to sound like, can you please fix this for me? I'm desperate.
Lot of pollen in my area right now, so if I cough a little bit or something, it's not the corona thing, it's pollen.
Everybody run, Abed's got corona.
Yeah, I got pollen. That's what I got. Welcome to the middle of the woods.
Right?
I'm so far out in the country, I have to head towards the city to go hunting.
Yeah. So, Abed,
Yes, sir.
I made the dump truck I bought. I painted it John Deere green. I have never seen a dump truck look so dope before. It's such a perfect color for it.
Tiny, if you're right, I'm going to check out about that music thing also, Tiny. Now that Rebel Guy brought it up, man, because if that's accurate, I will definitely be playing some tunes while I'm streaming.
Right? Let me know, Abed, because if it's allowed, I'm going to be playing music too.
Play some old Aerosmith.
Heck yeah, there you go. Show these youngins what music was really like, right?
Let's not get that old. We're not going back to Frank Sinatra.
Oh, come now. Frank Sinatra was a legend.
He was a legend, all right.
Oh, he was incredible, man. And, Frank Sinatra and, what's his name, man? He
Love to
tap
be a
danced,
lady
man.
tonight.
Who was the tap dancer? Fred Astaire. Oh,
Fred
my goodness.
Astaire.
I grew up with him, man.
All right.
I still
Frank
watch his
Sinatra
stuff.
doing Guns N' Roses. Take me down to Paradise City,
Yes.
where the grass is green and the girls are pretty.
There you go.
No one shoot me. I do not profess to be a singer.
Well, that's good. I'd keep your day job, that's for sure.
Do you really, Rebel? I turn on, actually, lately I've been turning on the Bible and falling asleep with all the weird things.
Wow, you guys
But
are
let's
weird.
not talk about that. That's just going to sleep.
I throw on a horror
As long as
movie,
my
then
wife-
I go to
as long as
bed.
My wife feels like as long as I'm not bothering her, all's good. Oh, yeah.
I put on a horror movie before I go to bed. I'm big on that stuff.
Oh, I would have nightmares all night, man.
Well, I don't know what it's called, but like I do not have dreams ever. My mind never
Wow.
gives me dreams. So I can watch the scariest stuff on the face of the earth and sleep like a baby, no problem.
That's what I do too, my friend. I just turn it on to YouTube and go to sleep. Man, I'm constantly having to clear because of this pollen. It's really bad in this area right now. Man, I made a mess of this field.
Yeah, you did.
But it's
Still
almost
watching
done.
you. Yeah, that's all you can do. I'm almost done with the field I'm on too. Maybe 4 more passes and I'll be done with it. Then I
More
gotta go and get the
capital
baler.
gains.
Don't need that.
Capital gains. Some sleep music makes me fall into a deep, deep, deep sleep. Oh, that's cool, man. Hey, whatever gets you where you gotta get to, man, all's good, right?
Pretty much, dude. That's how life works.
Oh, is this thing gonna make me turn? Heck no. Alright. Now you see why I cut off little edges.
Yeah.
Okay, it's called Dark Forest. Waiting for a map coming up called Dark Forest.
Sounds like a horror game.
Rebel guy, if you can't wake yourself up from sleep, something's wrong.
Wow, dude.
Unless
I'm a
you're
light
young.
sleeper, so I'm a really, really light sleeper. Even the
Well,
slightest
no,
noise
you gotta
will wake me
understand.
up.
If he's like, 13 years old or something like that, that's normal.
Well, that's normal, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I was like 13, though, dude, I was a light sleeper. My dad had opened my door, I'd be awake in an instant.
Oh, I have dreams, man. This is a dream and still can't wake myself up when I was that young.
Not me, man. My parents thought I was getting delusional because how light of a sleeper I was. They'd ask me, "What are you talking about? What was that noise last night?" I'm like, "Something was moving around in our backyard. I'm not joking." So they thought I was crazy, and then I go outside and find a raccoon in the trash can.
Nice.
It
Stupid
comes in handy
coons.
being a light sleeper. I mean, when I lived in Maine, there was this person.
You lived up in Maine? Where in Maine?
Norway, Maine, actually. It's where I actually
I
grew up.
lived in Augusta and Jackson.
Oh,
Well,
that's
actually, I lived in, I think it was called Bridgewater. It was right
yeah,
outside Augusta.
about 30 minutes from Norway.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yep,
see
30 to
that?
45-minute drive, man. Beautiful town, isn't it?
You know, I was there when I was 13. Canadian! What's going on? But yeah, it was pretty back then, but... Oh, that
I,
was where my stepdad went to go get a job. It's one of the funniest things ever. He
yeah.
goes to get the job, and he asks the guy, when he walks up, he goes, I heard you were looking for some chicken chasers. And the guy goes, no, man, I'm not looking for any chicken chasers, but I could use some chicken catchers.
Wow.
Now that's good, right?
Yeah, that's good. That was good. Nah, but there was this guy, he broke into our house. And because I
He
was
looks
such
like
a
any...
light sleeper, I was the first one to hear that door open.
Wow.
I was the first one to the phone to call 911 and then the cops show up. I wake
Oh,
my
I'm not
dad up
playing with
after they show
anybody.
up.
I'm in party chat with Whiskey Slayer.
Yeah, I'm
You
just
know
that
Whiskey.
random dude that joins in with Abed all the time.
He knows you.
Yeah, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Oh, that's the one that just needs to be fertilized. All right, we got a fast forward time. We've been all around the map. There's no others to harvest at this moment.
But no, like, after I called the police and everything, they show up, they arrest the guy, and my dad's awake at this point. He looks at me and said, you were the first one up, and you called the cops first before waking us up. Why didn't you wake me up first? I'm like, dude, if I had woken you up first, you would have started yelling at me or something. Why are you out of bed this time of night? I thought,
Canadian said, how
why
you doing,
scare the
man?
guy off when I could just get him arrested? Yo,
Canadian's
Whiskey,
asking
I'm
how
good.
you
How
doing.
you? I'm doing pretty good, Canadian. Man, I'm doing pretty good. I'm still breathing. I mean, Corona hasn't gotten me yet. Finally got a mini fridge put in my room, so my beer is right next to me. Can't go a day without that, can tell you that right now.
What's up with the monkey butt thing all of a sudden, rebel guy? And how come you this? Thanks for joining the community. Did you join my community, man?
I miss Monkey Butt, LOL. Wait, I'm Mrs. Monkey Butt? What do you mean by that, rebel guy? I know for a fact I'm not a lady. But you know, there are times where I wish I was.
Oh, come on, don't go in there. Don't go there. Don't go there.
Oh man, Abed's like, nope, we're not doing that tonight, Rex. We're not doing that tonight.
Waiting for this field to come up.
So you can harvest
So I
it?
can go. No. I want to harvest some other fields, and I'm waiting for one.
Oh, you're waiting
go
for it to
by
be able
here.
to give you more missions, in other words.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
What kind of beer do you drink, Whiskey?
I vary. Most of the
The
time,
cold kind.
well, obviously, yeah, definitely.
No problem, Rebel man.
Rebel guy, I drink, when I'm feeling like fruity.
PBR.
No,
According
never.
to Scuzz Twitley, if you don't drink PBR, you're a homo.
Wow, dude.
It's a
Wait,
song.
what the heck? Oh, I didn't know that.
Canadian says whiskey drinks whiskey.
I do actually. I drink maybe a little too much whiskey for my own good. But well, yeah, mostly whiskey, but a lot of
Ooh,
Bud
I
Light,
might not have planted this field. I better slow down time.
a lot of Bud Light, a lot of a little bit of Corona now and then. I like the Corona. It's a good beer. I know what you're all gonna say. I don't want to hear it.
What's wrong with Corona?
Well, somebody's gonna crack a coronavirus joke, man. You know it.
Oh, okay.
I
I
mean,
got
come
it.
on. These people we're hanging out with, they're gonna crack a joke.
Bud Light and moonshine.
Bud Light's good. Moonshine's all right. Not a huge drinker of moonshine.
I drink
Drink
coffee.
Smirnoff. I drink Smirnoff Ice when I'm like feeling like going really light, though.
I do the hard stuff, man. I drink Maxwell House.
There you go. Fuck, man.
Day and night, Maxwell House. People say, how do you go to sleep to it? I'm like, you gotta sleep sometime. It doesn't matter.
Pretty much.
You drink coffee all day, trust me, you'll go to sleep.
Oh yeah. I used to be a huge coffee nut. But then I found whiskey, and then I went from being coffee slayer to whiskey slayer. Alright guys, we are finally almost done with this field.
Alright, what did
Then
I
we get our
plant
baler
here?
and bale this
Doesn't
all
tell
up.
me. I forgot it doesn't tell me unless I do this.
Yeah, walk up to the field and it should tell you.
No, that's 19.
Oh yeah.
17, I have to actually go on the map. It looks like I planted soy. Alright, so I don't want to plant soy again.
Rotate it to like corn or something
Canola.
like that. Canola.
Canola.
Nobody wants to buy canola.
People use canola oil all the time.
Oh God, no! Give
Matter
me
of
some
fact,
good
I
old
asked one
fashioned.
farmer here, I said, how come they use corn for oil, but they don't use canola for oil? And the guy says, it's a black sticky stuff. I said, so is an oil. I said,
Wow.
well, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I prefer
He
good
just-
old fashioned.
I can see the wheels in his head turning.
Yeah. I only use good old fashioned olive oil, extra virgin.
That might have popped up. I like this map. Want to see you day and night? Yeah, ask Whiskey if you know that song. Do you know
Oh,
a
yeah.
song called Day and Night? I don't know
Yeah,
that song, do I?
I know what he's talking about. Be careful there, Canadian. You're an Abad stream, not mine, buddy. You
Thank
don't
God
want to
have
make
no
a
idea what
mistake
you're
there,
talking
man.
about.
Yeah, you're lucky. It's a little bit ahead of your generation there, man. Oh my goodness, Canadian.
Oh, heck yes, Sandeep. It's still worth getting. This game is going to be worth getting for a long time.
17 is still the best.
That's like
farming
asking, is
simulator.
Final Fantasy VII still worth getting?
No,
yes.
it's not.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII is.
No,
You
it's
get
not.
it on PS2.
On PS2, yeah, but on PS4, don't waste your time.
That is one of the better Final Fantasy games. Not the best. The best is Final Fantasy V is the best one of all of them.
That's the truth.
But
There
that's
you go.
on Super Nintendo, I think.
I believe so, yes.
I got 175,000 rather I can spend again.
There you go. I'm at 173,000.
I'm gonna wait until after midnight and the morning comes, and I'll buy again, so I don't have to pay a big bill.
Yeah. I'm waiting until I finish the
No,
harvest.
don't. If it song's that bad, please don't.
No, man, I'm not gonna drop lyrics to that in the chat, man. This is also Abad's streaming time, dude. I'm not that messed up. I mean, come on, man.
Get me striked out. See you later, Wallbad. You're taking a 3-month vacation.
Make it a year for that song, dude. Make it a year for that
Really?
song. Yeah. If it's the song I think he's thinking of, it's definitely a song that would get you striked out for a year.
Nice. Perfect.
And just his comment tells me it's the exact song I'm thinking of.
All right.
Besides, Canadian, you don't want to hear me sing. Your ears will bleed. And every mirror in your house will break.
I played my bongos the other day for which I'm so lost in names because I'm getting old. But anyhow, I wasn't streaming, you know, so I was able to just turn on my music and party. And
Right.
I went up and tuned my drum set back up again last night, and I haven't done that in a year.
There you go.
And I told my wife, I said, well, you know, if work comes along, see you later, honey. I'll be back in a few months.
Right.
So I gotta warn all of yous.
Well, we'll see you later
If I
then,
get
brother.
picked up and go touring, there's nothing I can do, man. I gotta do it.
Well, if you get that famous, dude, you better let me know. I want to
I'll
leech
let
off
you
your
know.
success.
As I come through your towns, I'll give you tickets.
There you go. I have
But I did
76,224
Kind and
liters.
Generous by Natalie Merchant, because it's
Yep.
kind of a complicated song, you know. It doesn't have congos or bongos in it, so it's complicated for that type of instrument.
Right.
But if I put my stuff out there, I could get picked up.
It wouldn't surprise me, dude. I mean,
Good
I
drummers
play-
are hard to find.
I play
There's always an old
bass and
saying.
electric.
Yeah, there's a saying, good drummers always work. A lady is asking this saxophone player one time, said, oh, you're going to another gig down in Chicago. What's your buddy doing? He starts laughing. He says, good drummers always work. He starts laughing. You don't have to worry about getting another job. There's always one. There's always one.
Canadian Gamer says, Whiskey, you have a girlfriend. No, actually, I have a boyfriend.
Oh, come on. Don't get me in trouble.
That's not gonna get you in trouble. It's the 21st
Okay.
century, dude.
I know, but I got a wife.
I'm being honest here, man. It's what I have. Alright, guys, everybody know this. Abed's now a homophobe. No, I'm just messing, dude. You ain't a homophobe. I know that.
Not yet.
There's gonna be a day where you meet and learn, man, that every gay man is actually very friendly.
Not all of them.
You're right, there are some jackasses. But...
They're very friendly. Hey, buddy. My little dog's just hanging with me. Come
There you
on,
go.
this is not time to do that. It's not time to... You want to wrestle with me? I don't think so, man. I
Canadian
don't
Gamer,
think
yes
so.
I do.
Oops, I lost my headpiece. I can't hear you if you're talking.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Nobody usually listens.
All right, awesome. I started messing with the dog there. Yeah, came right out of my head.
Rebel, please let the song go. For the sake of the universe, just let the song go.
Well, I had some accomplishment today, man.
What?
In the map, in the stream.
Oh yeah,
Getting
you
this
definitely
map
made some.
done. We had some accomplishment today.
Yeah, forgetting to sow your own field.
Yeah, and servicing several others for capital gains that I'm gonna need
Yeah,
to
there you
buy
go.
another field.
There you go, man. Best way to
Yeah,
do it.
once I harvest this field, I'll buy another field,
There you go.
and
That's the way to do it.
yeah.
I gotta bale up what I got on my field. Then
Actually, I
I gotta
should
buy
buy
a bunch
another
of
field
lime.
now. This way, next time, yeah, that's what I'll do. Next time I come in, I'll buy this field up ahead here, and this way I'll have another field.
Rebel guy, don't look up the song, dude. Just let it go, dude. Just let it
Just
go,
let
man.
it go. Just let it go. Yeah,
Trust
I'm
me,
sorry
man.
FDR is having problems, man. That's a real shame.
Yeah, it is.
I guess I won't see him anymore.
The good ones always go bad. But I won't lie, man. His login videos are pretty dang good. I have another field? Field 32? Really? I didn't even know I had that field.
You ever hear of an artist called Baja?
No, I don't think I have.
She sings a song called Time and Tide from the 80s. She's got a lot of songs, but that's her biggest hit. And I was driving down St. Pete Beach one day, and she was walking into a hotel, and like, I lived on St. Pete Beach, and it was right in the height of tourist season, and all the traffic slowed down to 15 miles an hour, you know what I mean? And it's just wall-to-wall bumper cars, and, you know, the parking lots of the hotels are all max packed, you know, and I
Right.
see her, and I yell from my window, Baja! And she turns around and looks right at me, man. I so wanted to turn around and go say hi to her, but it was just impossible. You know what I mean? It was just way too much
Right.
traffic. And I already passed the opening, you know what I mean, to the hotel entrance.
Yeah, I feel that, man. See your hero and you can't do
But it would
nothing
have been,
about it.
well, it's not a hero, but, you know, it would have been very cool to meet her.
Yeah. Alright, guys, time to get our baler. Actually, you know what? Let's hold off on that for a second. I gotta go to the restroom. Too much whiskey, if you know what I mean.
Try not to rest in there. Try not to I don't know if they call it I-86. I don't know what the number of it is. It could be. But it's called Gulf Boulevard. But it definitely would have been very cool to meet her. Interstate.
Just to remind all you Abad fans, don't forget to catch the series he and I do on No Man's Land.
I think we should wait and do whatchamacallit's new map when it first comes out. This way we're not tied up in another
You
map.
mean Matt's map when it comes out?
Yeah. When
Yeah,
the new one
sounds good to
comes
me,
out,
man.
let's do that one instead.
Yeah, you just tell me which map you
Because the
want to
way
do,
he
man,
was
and we'll do that
talking,
one.
it sounds like it's going to be any day, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm down for that. I love the sound of that.
Oh, I got Sugar Bear. Believe it or not, that's his nickname. Welcome to the party, Tiny!
What's up,
Tiny!
fellas?
Yeah,
up,
Sugar
man?
Bear does all my yard maintenance for me. I don't do anything out there. He does all of it. I got to
Nice.
give credit where credit is due, man. The guy does a phenomenal work. And I do mean phenomenal work. So what's going on, Tiny?
No, not too much.
Wait a
Thank
second,
God
this
for
isn't the
that,
same
man.
Tiny as the last time, is it?
Yes, it is.
No, this
There's a-
voice sounds way, way deeper.
There's only one.
There's only one Tiny, man.
Man, I must have been delusional last time.
Hey, how's your son doing? Did he move up there with you, or is he in college in Connecticut?
Oh no, he
'Cause I
came
know
with
he's
us.
getting ready to go to college.
Oh no, he has no interest. He wants to work.
I don't blame him, man.
College is for suckers.
Did I tell you, Tiny? A buddy of mine got a job down in Pinellas County, Florida, working as a maintenance man for the school system, right?
Mhm.
The teacher's starting salary is $48,000. What do you
Ouch.
think his starting salary for a maintenance man was?
Oh, 60 maybe?
116.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a certified plumber and a certified electrician, you know, but that's
Nice.
necessary to be a maintenance man, you know, for a
Yeah.
school system, so you have to be able to fix all that stuff. But, you know, that's 2 trade schools,
Yeah.
you know, that's
crazy.
so much cheaper. You know, yeah, that is crazy. $116,000 starting pay.
Wow.
So you make more as a maintenance man than you do a teacher.
Mhm.
Jeez, I think you make more a maintenance man than you do a military man.
Hey, what map are you working on right now, Tiny?
Oh, I've got a couple of maps going on 19 and 17.
Yeah, I'm still just doing 17, but I decided tonight with Whiskey that if you want to join us, we're gonna team up on
One of
Matt's
Matt's,
new map when it comes out.
yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, him and Mr. T-Bone said that they're coming up with a new map, so
When those come out, we'll log them and plant them.
if you want to join us, we can all 3 stream at the same time.
Yeah,
Sounds
grind
good to
out a
me.
map together. Sounds fun. The more the merrier.
You're way over 500 subscribers, aren't you now, Matt? I mean, Tiny?
Oh, I don't know. I know I'm over. Let's see
I'm still hanging around 340, 350.
here. 570.
I was up to 350, but I took a break and went back down to 340, but I needed the break, man.
Past few weeks, I've been stuck around 159.
Let's check out this map. See what else I can harvest. Ooh, there's a lot on the other side of the map. But I got to go to the other side of the world.
Yeah, and in a tractor that's such a long drive.
Especially a 26-mile-an-hour tractor.
Right? I'm driving
I
a
remember
32-mile-an-hour tractor and it's still taking forever.
I remember Tiny plopping his truck off the bridge here on this map into the water.
Oh man, that sounds about right.
That bridge and I have a history, that's for sure.
But in the end, they became best of friends.
I dropped my Scorpion King on American Outback special one, special edition or whatever it is. I dropped my Scorpion King in the water at least a half a dozen times.
I took
At least a half a dozen times.
I took that map Abed's on and plowed all the fields together and made massive fields. And did a live stream with a bunch of friends on it. It's pretty fun.
This is a fun map.
It's one of the maps I lost when my hard drive failed.
Oh man, that sucks.
I had so many hours on that map plowing all the fields together and making them bigger. It was ridiculous.
I was doing a video on horse aggravation. I don't know if you guys remember that map on 17. Great
Oh, yeah.
map though. I was playing with a bunch of my friends and I said, let's plant this field with canola. So the guy started planting it while I was harvesting another field, and finally I hear, "Okay, we're done." Well, I open up the mini map, not the mini map, the starting menu map to look at the field. Right? Someone had changed their seed from canola to wheat and mowed a giant L into my field with that crop, and the rest was surrounded by canola. I'm like, okay, who's the sucker who did this? Oh man, they were having such a hoot. I'm like, I am not harvesting that field. That's on you. Oh man, and it was the biggest field on the map too. I'm like, that is one massive L.
That's awesome, man.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun that day, man. We ended up harvesting it, but when we finished harvesting one crop, there was either an L carved into the ground or an L sitting on top of the ground.
Man.
Couldn't escape that L.
So what's your boy doing for work, Tiny?
At the moment, nothing, but hopefully tomorrow he's going to be starting working on a potato farm here.
That sounds like a lot of work. What
Sounds
made
like
him think
fun.
about doing that?
He's kind of gotten into the knack of things. The person that offered us the home out here has set us up pretty good.
Nice.
Helped out a lot of ways. The home we were offered, unfortunately, didn't go through, but it is what it is.
Right.
And
But everything's okay. You settled down now.
Oh yeah, it took. We were living in an inn for a month.
Man.
Where we are now, and finally we got out of there and found a really nice 2-bedroom apartment in an apartment complex.
All right.
But I have a 2-bay garage. The Jeep is spoiled as hell.
There you go.
It's never been in a garage its entire life. The apartment's absolutely gorgeous. Granite countertops, hardwood floors.
Nice.
It's absolutely beautiful. It's pricey.
Do you know what Northridge is?
No idea. I know
Okay.
I'm 30 minutes from the North Dakota border.
Okay.
And
Northridge is
I'm
just
probably-
below St. Paul in Minneapolis.
Oh yeah, no, I'm hours away from there.
All right.
We're farther north. We drove through St. Cloud and Minneapolis on the way to where we are.
One of them big companies, it's Quaker Oats, or one of them was founded right there in Northridge.
Yeah.
Northridge is famous because it was the place where Jesse James tried to rob, and the
okay.
town stopped him.
Nice.
So that's their claim to fame. They have a thing in there called Dinky Town, and it's really kind of cool. I liked it, you know what I mean? Actually, tell you the truth, it was in the summer, Tiny. It was a beautiful place. I mean, it's one of the most beautiful places I'd ever seen.
The weather here in Minnesota,
Yeah.
completely different from living on the East Coast. Hey, we moved in here Easter Sunday weekend, so the Friday before Easter Sunday.
Right.
And Easter Sunday, the wife was cooking, Easter dinner and whatnot. We're staring out our 8-foot slider at snow squalls.
Oh man.
You couldn't see past the balcony.
Wow.
And, the other night I went. It's the building's no smoking, obviously, but they went as far as you can't smoke on the balcony that you have.
Right.
So I went downstairs 2 nights ago, and I was out by. There's garages that cover probably a quarter of the perimeter of the building. And I went downstairs. I didn't realize it was sprinkling when I went out. But I got downstairs and I realized it was kind of drizzling. I was like, whatever, I'll, hide under the eaves and by the garages. 2 minutes later, complete downpour.
Wow.
And I came upstairs, sat down, went back to what I was doing on the PlayStation. And our living room and dining room and kitchen are kind of just one big open area.
Right.
So I'm sitting in the living room portion of it, next to a 5-foot window, and I'm watching the single panes bow in and out from the wind gusts.
Whoa.
I'm sitting here going, damn.
Whoa. Yeah, have you been there for a winter yet?
No, we got here. Oh, we landed here March 1st, so that was a Sunday.
The winter's got to be way worse than New England.
Oh, we've already had a taste of it
100%.
coming out of it. I don't care about that. Just being out here is a godsend. It's gorgeous out here.
Yeah. You miss your old job?
I miss it, but I'm looking forward to finding something as equal or better than.
I hear you.
But I don't miss it.
The taxes in Connecticut are just outrageous, man. It's
Oh,
hard to get by.
Dude, they're stupid.
Right, it's hard to get by. I mean, you can earn a good living and not just be spinning your wheels.
Yeah. Well, that was part of the reason why we left. Excuse me, there were a lot of other reasons as to why we left, but the main reason was financially we just couldn't do it anymore.
How about the street cameras? Not as many street cameras?
Oh, with Connecticut, I didn't really notice many street cameras to begin with. Out here, there are none. I'm pretty sure when we were coming out of Illinois into Wisconsin, we got nailed by traffic cams.
Right.
We went through Chicago. I was driving the U-Haul with the oldest and the youngest, and the wife had the middle one with her, and Chicago was a freaking nightmare. We went
Oh,
through,
yeah, no crap, man. I've been through Chicago.
We went through Chicago probably around 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and it was bumper to bumper. And
Right.
it took us an hour and a half.
Doesn't matter what time it is. In Chicago, it's always traffic.
Nah, I've been through Chicago 1 o'clock in the
Oh
morning,
yeah,
man.
no.
You can breeze right
There's
through
certain
it.
times. Yeah, I
What?
was talking to
6 in
Big
the morning till
Daddy
10 at
about
night,
that.
man. Forget it.
Yeah.
I was talking to a friend of mine about that. He got caught in Chicago at, I think he said around 2:30, and he finally got out of Chicago around 7:30, 8 o'clock that night.
Yeah, I got caught in Chicago one time, too, at like 9 o'clock in the morning, man, and I was still in Chicago at like noon.
Yeah, it's stupid. But she was literally glued to my bumper coming out of Chicago, and I was looking for a gas station, and I neglected to realize I was driving up on a yellow light.
Oh.
And I ran it, and of course she was glued to she was so close to my bumper she didn't see the light, so she ran it, and we saw two flashes go off behind us, and it was like, oh damn.
They never mailed you the tickets, though, did they?
No, a
Yes,
U-Haul
that's-
with a Connecticut vehicle, plated vehicle behind it, no.
Yeah, that's
They're not
why.
gonna mess with us.
That's why when I go through New York, I go up through the Tappan Zee instead of the George Washington, because
I've
you
been on
can't
that
pay
bridge.
on the Tappan Zee, right? And because it's all by signal, and they never send me the bill, never. Never charged me one time for crossing the Tappan Zee. I mean, I'm dead serious, not once.
We took the boys down to Arkansas in 2012 because my father's father was still alive, and my father had passed the year prior, and since his father was still kicking, we decided, he's still alive, the boys are here, let's take them so they at least get a chance to know who their
Chris
great-granddaughter
Keller!
is. And we were coming back on the Tappan Zee Bridge, and somebody damn near took us out. Didn't even look. She moved right into my lane.
Oh, that's scary.
We were even bumpers, and she just moved right over into my lane. It's not like I was in her blind spot or anything. And that was
that's
horrible.
been, just came on, Tiny. Chris Keller, you know him, right?
Yeah, I've seen Chris in here before.
Yeah.
What's going on, Chris?
He's the trucker man. There's nowhere to go on the Tappan Zee Bridge, man. You can go right off into the water on that bridge.
Oh yeah, no, there's.
Was it before they did the repairs or after they did the repairs?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh man, you'd be going across the Tappan Zee, Tiny, no word of a lie, before they did the repairs and look down and see the water.
Oh yeah, no
There'd be
doubt.
potholes where you could see the water, man.
Oh no, and then it was repaired when we went over it. Thank God.
That was some scary stuff, man. I almost never went across the Tappan Zee. Then I found out they did repairs, and I'm like, because I mean, I'm driving across, man, and I'm looking down at the ocean. I don't think so.
That's where I draw the
I hear ya.
line.
I hate heights to begin with, so Bridges and I don't get along.
Yeah. So it freaked me right out. I'm telling you, I almost never went that way again, but I crossed the George Washington, and they're charging like $20 to cross that bridge now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane how much money
Ridiculous.
they're asking. So if I come up 75 and cross the Tappan Zee, I don't pay anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I did try going down I-80, I believe it was, through the Midwest, you know, through Ohio and Pennsylvania and everything. Oh my gosh, man, every 5 miles they were stopping me for a toll.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't. We took 84
Yeah.
all the way across into Indiana, and we avoided all the toll roads. It took a little bit longer. But we
Yeah, I'd rather
left.
take a little longer than stopping every 5 minutes.
I think we left on a Thursday. Was it Thursday or Friday? I can't remember if we left on a Thursday or Friday. We landed in Minnesota on Sunday. So yeah, we left on Thursday afternoon,
Right.
probably around 3:30, 4 o'clock, and we made it across the state of Pennsylvania that night. Which the
Wow.
state of Pennsylvania is a 5-hour trip from end to
Yeah,
end.
that's a long haul through Pennsylvania. It's real long. People don't realize it.
We stopped in Ohio overnight, and then from Ohio we went to Indiana. I met some friends that we gotten to know online through PlayStation and
Right.
YouTube. We met them for lunch in Indianapolis, and
Oh, that's cool.
from there we got into, I think we stayed in Wisconsin that night. We had a good time. The trip it was uneventful. I
That's a
complain
good
about
trip.
I complain about my Jeep left and right, but I gotta give that thing credit. It didn't give us any grief the whole time.
Nice. Well, you did a lot of work on it, though. You prepared that vehicle to go.
Oh yeah, we spent 2 days, we spent the weekend before we moved, swapping out the radiator, replacing axle U-joints, wheel bearings. Yeah.
Plus all the work you did 6 months before that when the thing was trying to let you down.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't matter how much a Jeep wants to give up, they
Chris
never
said
quit.
that they had him
Oh.
to go to work. They didn't think they were going to be busy, and then all of a sudden they got slammed.
We got out here. We were out helping our friend out on his farm, and me and the oldest took the Jeep out there, and we were coming back, and we were making a right-hand turn onto the main road to get back to where we were staying,
Right.
and the Jeep kind of started. It didn't seem like it wanted to downshift, and I thought that was kind of odd, but I didn't think anything of it. And the next morning, the wife had to run to Walmart. She calls me on the phone. She goes, "Did you know the Jeep's like barely moving?" I was like, "What?"
Oh,
She gets it back to the inn. I pop the hood, and the return line for the transmission cooler had blown off the fitting off the radiator.
Oh,
oh
And-
man.
Pumped
the range
transmission
of
fluid
force.
all over the engine bay. I mean, it only holds like 4 or 5 quarts. So, and I actually had bought transmission fluid before we left, so we kind of lucked out there. It didn't blow apart, thankfully.
Yeah.
Chris said he showed up to work. He got there at 5 a.m. There was 20 trucks already waiting for him.
Oh my god.
I know. Can you imagine?
Nope.
Me neither, man. I'll pass.
Yeah, you're on your own there, Chris. Have a good one.
It's a good day to go get a donut.
Yep.
No.
I think I might get arrested today, just until this clears up.
My younger sister's husband drives delivery for grocery stores and whatnot.
Right?
And this whole pandemic crap, they instructed him here 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Right?
When he got to his deliveries, he was to stay in his truck. He was not to make contact with anybody unloading it. Do not sign anything. Just drop off his load and leave. That's how crazy people are getting with all this crap.
Yeah, this is getting stupid. Chris says he's off work until Thursday. That's nice.
Hell, I'd give anything to find a job.
Yeah, man.
It's the same out here in Pennsylvania, bro.
I thought you had a job waiting for you there, man.
I've been helping our friend out on the farm, you know, but that's the extent of it. I've been applying for work left and right, trying to find something.
Same here, dude. Out here, farms aren't even hiring because of the coronavirus.
The issue is right when we got here is when the coronavirus started, you know, going into full swing. Everybody in the town we're in started going on hiring freezes.
Wow.
So, I mean, I've applied to American Flyer Bus Company. They pay damn near $20 an hour, starting pay.
Right.
I got an interview in with them. It was a temp offer, but it was to hire permanently for the company.
Right.
I did the excuse me, did the application. Had my interview. The HR receptionist that did my interview told me, you know, the next day they were going to be locking down the main office. But they'd definitely be hearing from me. Or that I'd definitely be hearing from them. And 2 days later, they went in a complete lockdown and started shutting the factory down.
Wow.
They're basically running a skeleton crew, finishing up current projects that needed to be finished, but that's it.
Oh man.
And it sucks here too because I'm in a town in Polk County, and we've only had one. It started out as one confirmed case, but the confirmed case came over from North Dakota, from all the plants over there, and that's where it came into our town, or our county.
Well, Tiny, you know, if the crap really hits the fan, okay, you can put an application in. I'll get you one and send it to you to the mill here. We have a paper mill, and 2,000 square foot house here, you know, in movable good condition is only $100,000, $90,000.
I
And the job pays like 20 bucks an hour. No, but I'm saying, you know, living is so cheap, and the job here pays over $20 an hour.
The living wages out here are cheap as hell as well. It's just a matter of once we get situated and actually get decent jobs. I mean, that's all it's going to take. There's always light at the end of the tunnel.
And the other light at the end of the tunnel here is no snow, bro.
No, I don't think. You know what? To be honest with you, I don't think I could.
Southwest Alabama.
I couldn't go without any snow. I'd have to have
some
snow.
Right there with you, man. I tried Arizona. Didn't work.
Jeez, I thought it said there was a... Where am I on this map?
Lord knows, man. You've been driving around that map for like the past 5 minutes.
Oh, behind me. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to find fields to plow. I mean, fields to harvest. I gots to make the money.
Hey, Tiny. Fs19, have you tried that new bale thrower?
I have. After 60 bales in the wagon.
Yeah, you gotta stop after that.
Your frame rate drops drastically.
Yeah, they're just so small. That's the problem.
I actually was using that on Shamrock Valley last night, and I did a field of hay bales.
Yep.
108 bales. The tractor would barely move, and the tipper would not activate.
Really?
Like the wagon's supposed to tip to one side or the left or the other.
I took a break for a while too, Chris.
Nope, it wouldn't lift up.
Because it was too heavy.
I think it's actually. I think the bale trailer itself, the mod, is actually broken.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I had to empty 108 hay bales out of that freaking thing manually.
Oh God, no. Have you noticed how if you're going downhill, your bales will actually just hit the rim and not go in the trailer.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, if you're not careful with the way, which way you're going or which way it's pointed, it'll miss.
Oh, it's so annoying. But it's a great baler. I love it. They just need to
Oh,
work it a little bit.
the baler's awesome. They need to spend a little bit more time on that trailer though.
Yeah, the
Needs,
trailer is the
needs,
broken part.
needs a severe fix on it.
Right there with
I
you,
still
man.
think these maps are bigger on 17 than they are on 19, man.
But the problem on
I'm
17
driving
is
around Sassanafka, man, and I'm just like still driving.
they didn't give you hectare or acre size on 17, where on 19 they did.
No,
Yeah.
they're giving hectare size.
They
They
did.
are. Yeah.
Oh, when you first buy the field, yeah.
When you first
Yep.
buy the field, it tells you how big it is, how many hectare it is. And a hectare's what, 2.77 acres, something like that, 2.72
Yeah,
acres,
something
somewhere
like that.
around there. Where they come up with this map, I have no idea. I guess I'll buy this.
Did you know Sosnovka is a real Russian town?
Yes,
no, I
it
didn't,
is.
but I like the town.
It's a little co-op in Russia. It's really nice. I mean, it's not nowhere near the size of this map, but
It's probably bigger, right?
no, it's way smaller actually. It's
Is
tiny.
it really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's actually quite a small
It's-
spot.
It's almost like just a village.
Isn't the population on it like only like 100 people or something like that?
Oh, I don't know what the population was.
Or I'm
when
buying it.
when I run seasons, I try to look up the geographic weather conditions for the area that I'm working on a map. And when I was looking up Sosnovka, their geographical weather pattern, it actually showed me a picture of the village.
That's awesome, dude.
Alright, I just bought this tiny piece of land.
You bought a piece of land for tiny? That's nice of you, man.
Yeah, no, huh? Tiny. How big are you, man?
You could fit it on one square, right?
6 foot, about 350 pounds.
Yeah, everybody that's called tiny is big people.
Jeez,
I'm
man.
actually tiny. I'm actually
Right? I'm only
5'4.5", about 125 pounds. Yeah, I'm actually tiny. Actually, right now I'm fat. I'm like 139 pounds.
I'm 6 foot and I weigh 225, and that's mostly muscle.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not obese or anything like that.
No.
I've got, believe me, I got a freaking pouch on my stomach, but
Oh, we all do, man. I drink too, man. Trust me.
reminds me I'm out of liquor.
I'm out of whiskey, but I got plenty of beer if you want one.
I drank all my Fireball last week. I was sad.
Oh no. I'm not a huge fan of the cinnamon stuff.
That's the only one I can drink. I can't drink the cinnamon flavored Jack Daniels. I can't stand it.
I mean, I drink the Jack Daniel's 1987 Sour Batch.
If I drink, boy, I'm gonna sound bad saying this, but if I do decide, like, all right, once a year I have to have like a half a beer.
Half
I
a
just
beer,
get really thirsty,
lightweight.
Nothing feels it but a beer. And like, I don't know if it's the hops or the barley in it my body's requiring, but it craves it like you wouldn't believe.
Right.
But a half a beer later, I don't want anymore. But if I drink, it's single malt scotch. And don't laugh, I know it's expensive. I'm fully aware that it's expensive.
That's not expensive. That's outrageous, dude.
I know. But that's about the
Are you
only
a
thing
millionaire or
I'll drink if I
something?
drink. No. No, but I mean, I don't drink. But if I
Right.
do, that's what it's going to be. Now, when I did drink, I used to drink wine more than anything else. And
Ugh.
there's a funny story to that, because I get all my wine privately. And all of my wine comes out of St. Michel's Vineyard in the Rhine in Germany. A really small vineyard. And
Right.
I go in, and I get the Cabernet. And one year I go in and the guy's like, I can't sell you any of the Cabernet. And I'm like, look, you either sell me the Cabernet or I'm not buying anything from you again, nor is my wife. We're going to be done in business and I'm going to get myself a new, you know, because you have to have a wine consultant. I'm going to get myself a new consultant and you're out of here. So they ended up selling me 2 cases of it and it's 6 bottles per case.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I paid like $20 a bottle, right?
All right.
Which is not bad. A month
No, for
later,
a
they were
Cabernet.
calling me up. A month later, they were calling me up trying to buy it back at $200 a bottle. It made number 2 in the world. It made number 2 in the world.
Wow, dude.
I drank every single one of them except one that I broke by accident. I broke it trying to open it.
Knowing that it was worth $100, I would have sold it back, man.
$200 a bottle. They were trying to buy it. No, that's not what they were selling it for. That's what they were trying to buy it back from me for.
Why would they want to buy it back? I don't get that,
Because
though.
they had people that were willing to give them hundreds of dollars more for it.
Wow, dude. That's
Yeah,
what you
it-
just, like, record for Facebook or something. To all you people who wanted my wine, watch me drink this delicious stuff.
I did. Oh, it was so good, man. You would never believe how good it was. I mean, it was so good.
That's an
Normally,
expensive wine,
Alright.
usually.
Wine goes from like, all right, it actually goes down all the way like 7, but that's vinegar, okay?
Yeah.
And it goes all the way up to 24. All right, and normally Saint Michelle's is like a 15 or a 16, you know, on that scale, which
Right.
is really pretty good. But that year they hit like 19.
Wow.
Like 19, you know.
Wow.
And a Cabernet, now the reason they call it Cabernet is because them grapes are the ones they pick and they hide.
Right.
Cabinet wine, they hide it so people can't get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, it was really awesome, you know, but that was the luckiest strike I ever had in wine.
Yeah, I
But now I
bet.
don't drink wine anymore. I don't drink anything anymore.
Hope
But
you
if I
drink
do-
water, at least.
Yeah, coffee. But if I do drink, I'm gonna get single malt scotch. But I drink so slow, you'd be surprised, man. I pour like a double shot, you know.
That'll
and
last
I'll-
you a while.
6 hours.
Wow. I pour me a double shot of whiskey, it don't last me 5 minutes.
Well, single malt, I just put it on my lips and lick my lips, basically, you know. I mean, I drink it really slow. I know how to nurse that stuff.
Hey, Tiny. I think we gotta take Abad out drinking and show him what real drinking is.
My friends
As long
did
as-
that to me one time.
As long as it's
Took
not
me
beer,
out.
I'm good.
They took me out and we had tequila, because I'll drink tequila too.
Well,
You
at
know,
least he's got
and this
some
is-
nerve.
Oh, gosh, man.
I can't drink
I
tequila.
had to
That
drink
shit's
like
nasty.
I had to drink like 6, 7 shots of tequila, you know, and I get on the road to drive home and there's a cop block,
Oh.
you know, one of them things where they got the road blocked off, and I
Yeah.
have to go by it because there's no other way to get to my house. I'm on St. Pete Beach. There's no other way to get there. But I had a reputation in town that I don't drink, and I knew all the cops. And as I was pulling up to the thing thinking, okay, you know, I'm getting a DUI tonight, the cop waves me through. Come on through! Come on through!
Oh, nice.
That's luck right there, man. That is luck right there.
It was either luck or they knew that I was drinking and were giving me a very direct warning. Give me a very direct... Either way, I did not do
Okay,
that
Abad,
again.
don't do it again.
Either way, I was not doing that again.
Right.
That was enough of that. I was scared, man. I was thinking, oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to lose my license for 6 months. I'm going to have to pay him like $10,000 by the time I'm done with the lawyer and everything. You know, I was like, this is just great. Now go on through. Yes, sir.
What's
Yes,
up, Reed?
sir.
Welcome to the stream.
No questions asked there. Just go.
No. Florida did me good, man. I got to say it. Rhode Island, I seriously struggled making a living, and that's why I had to leave.
Oh, Rhode Island.
know,
Rhode Island's just as bad as Connecticut, and New York, and Mass, and all them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
Well,
ridiculous.
it was
Just expensive.
tiny. I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't Rhode Island's fault. It was my fault. How I acted as a kid. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
It was more me than it was the state, you know? No doubt about it. I can
Oh,
tell you that was a fact. It was more me
regardless,
than
it's
the
still
state.
expensive.
Right.
You
But
want to
I
talk
mean, I
expensive?
couldn't
Go
even
New
get a
Jersey.
job in a Cumberland Farms.
Oh
You know, I
wow.
didn't never went to jail or anything like that. You know what I mean?
But you still
But you
had
know,
the
I had to leave.
reputation.
It's hard
Yeah,
not
I
to
had to
get
leave the state to get a job, man.
it's hard not to get a job in Cumberland Farms.
Right.
That's talent right there, man.
I went to Florida. I had 2 jobs in 45 minutes, and a year later, I was wealthy enough to buy a house on the ocean.
Nice.
Reed, no, he's not giving his whole life story. We just sit here now and then. We just talk about the old days, man. The days
I
where we
sold my
remember
house,
we were
my last
teenagers.
house. I sold my last house for well over $500,000.
There you go,
Can't beat
man.
that.
Really
Nice, huh?
can't beat that, yeah.
No,
Jeez, if only I could afford something like that.
you can if you look. I try to tell people this all the time. It's not about what you make. It's more or less about what you save.
Yeah. It always boils
Yeah.
down to what you put away for life.
Yeah. What you put away is what's going to determine everything. You know, I see my buddy down the street. Now, me and him own very comparable houses. My house is 4,200 square feet. His house is 4,200 square feet. They're both brick houses, okay? They're both on the same street.
Yep.
My insurance is less than half of his. He's paying almost $3,000 a year. I'm paying $1,100 a year. You know why?
Why is that?
I have an 800 credit rating. He
Jeez.
has a 600 credit rating.
Oh yeah, that'll make a big difference.
That's why. That's the only reason. It's the only reason.
My credit's only 500, dude.
Yeah, same here.
That kills you when you go for insurance on your vehicles and everything, man. Believe
You're
it or not.
telling me.
Now,
You know how
listen,
much
if
I
you
pay
wanna
for?
If
You
you
know how
want
much-
to fix your credit real fast, listen, Whiskey. If you want to fix your credit real fast, and I mean real fast, where you'll be way over 700 in a couple months,
Yeah.
you know, like 4 months, 3 months, real fast, Tiny. You got a credit card?
Yeah.
Johnny, what's going on? When you go to make your payment, you know, if you pay it off every month, you know, and it's empty, pay $20 extra. It freaks the system out because it's used to being the borrowed
The bare
from,
minimum.
not being,
Yeah.
yeah, it freaks them out and it doesn't know what to do. And instantly your credit rating will jump up like 150 points.
Really? That's tricky.
Yep.
So basically,
And you
just
will
toss an
save-
extra 20 bucks to
Yeah.
them.
Just toss an extra 20 and it'll come off your credit the next month. You're not giving them 20 bucks. It's just you're paying 20 bucks in advance.
Right.
You know, well, when you go pay your car insurance, instead of it being 1,600, all of a sudden now it's 800.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
have to do
all
that.
done by your credit rating. All your insurances and everything are all done by credit rating now.
Because I mean, at this point in time, my credit being 500, I'm paying close to. I'm paying about 1485 for just on my car
Yeah.
insurance, and I don't even have a truck or a sports car. I'm driving a Ford
It'll
Explorer, and it's over 10 years old, man.
Yeah, it'll drop like a rock.
I will love
And I
that.
mean
I'm gonna
like
try
a
that,
rock.
man. I'm gonna try that. That's awesome.
I promise it'll work.
I'm gonna do that.
It will. It will absolutely work.
All right, I'll hold you to that. One day when I own a Mustang, I'll come back to you and say, "Hey, Abed, remember how you told me to do this
Still
with my
working
credit?"
away, Johnny? Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stay safe, man. You too, bro. Yeah, it actually really. I don't like giving advice because a lot of people take it the wrong way, like I'm a know-it-all or something like that. But I'm not
Nah,
being
I
that
know
way.
you're
I'm
not.
just telling you what worked for me.
Yeah.
You know, and it changed everything drastically and dramatically. You know, very quickly things got much better, very quickly.
Right.
I'm gonna end this stream, but I'm gonna stay in his chat. God bless everyone. God bless. Catch us next time. I gotta
Yo,
run
Tiny.
away.
Yeah.
You're right, man. I just saw the frame rate drop when I put a bale in the trailer. Oh, it started flashing my screen. Oh, that's
yeah,
so
after-
bad, man.
After 60 bales. That's it. It's done.
Yeah. I think I have
Right.
about 72 in there, and this is getting to the point where it's going to give you a headache if you keep going.
Oh yeah, the first load that I did was 78 grass bales. Yeah, no. After 60, you notice it, and then it just
I,
gets
rem-
worse from there.
I remember when I first started playing 17, I would carry all of the food, all the seeds back to my shop, and I used
Yeah.
to load them on a trailer with a lift and then carry them all there rather than just go pick them up when I needed them.
Yep.
Right.
Which is a total waste of time. But that
Yeah.
was the way I was doing it back then, and I put too many on the truck, man. The truck was like go and then stop and then go and then stop and go and then stop.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys remember this, but on FS19, the Lizard Rodeo, that little pickup truck, if you even put one pallet in the back of that, it was popping wheelies the entire drive.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
kicking
that's
people
Oh,
up and
man.
around.
It was ridiculous. You think a
I
truck
remember.
could handle one pallet, though?
Would you there the night, Tiny, that we picked up the? I bought the really big tractor, the biggest case tractor they had, and we were throwing it off the bridge with the wheel loaders, and then
No,
running
I
it
missed
over with
that
the
one.
train, and then running it over. Yeah, we
No,
went
missed
over. I
that one.
drove it to the bridge. I went and bought 6 wheel loaders and dropped it off the bridge, threw it off the bridge.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice.
Then got the train and slammed into the damn thing to see what would happen. It just shot it out of there like a rocket, man. The train didn't even slow down. Not even a little. Not even
I
1
wish
mile
that
an
was
hour.
something they'd change. I wish you could derail the train. That would be epic.
Well, then we went and got the big New Hollands and
Right?
tried blocking it and put a semi there, so it was just blocking the whole thing.
Mhm.
Train just blew right through all of it, man. Just blew all of it everywhere.
Wow.
It's not often you see a New Holland 50 feet up in the air, but we did.
I know a guy, he took the, the mod tipper, the yellow one? The really long
Yeah.
yellow one? Well, he
Yes.
put that on the railroad tracks, and then he took 4 trees that you can place down, the placeable tree pack, and he
Right.
placed them on all 4 corners of the trailer to lock it in place. And then he rammed it with the train. It hit so hard, his game crashed.
Really?
Yeah, because the
Wow.
trailer wouldn't fly off the tracks. It was locked between 4 trees. So there was nothing the
Wow.
game could do except crash.
Wow. Now that would have been cool. I gotta try that.
Yeah, it's kind of epic, dude.
I definitely gotta try that.
Yeah.
He had to be doing that on Goldcrest, huh?
Yes, Goldcrest.
Yeah, that's the one with the bridge where you can lock everything in.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh. Man, the pollen around here this month is driving me nuts.
We haven't seen any out here yet.
Not
Oh,
out
it's
here,
so
man.
crazy
It's
out
still
there right
snowing
now.
out here.
Oh, you'll go outside sometimes, Tiny? I don't see it often, you know what I mean? This is not a common occurrence, but I'll see it, every other year or something like that, you know what I mean? But I'll go outside and I'll be at just the right time and you'll see like a green cloud come across my house. That's how heavy the pollen is. That's how heavy the
Oh my god.
I'm good. You can keep that.
Yep. All yours, Abad. Have fun with that one.
I mean, just if one of these days I'll be out there and see it, and I'll have enough time to turn my phone on to show you. But I mean, I don't see it, but every year it's there because I have to wash everything around the house because I painted
It
part of my
turns
house
green.
white. Yeah, everything goes green. Everything, the screens, the windows, the railings, side of the house, everything goes green.
Dang, man. Hey, Abed, how's the community doing so far?
47 people
Nice.
and growing.
Did you see my latest post?
Yes.
I support
thank
your
you
channel,
for,
man. I support
yeah.
your channel.
I'm checking it out now. Yeah, still 47. I try to leave comments in there often, you know what I mean? So people, know that I'm interested You know,
Yeah.
I'm taking interest in not just leaving the community alone. Hopefully we grow, you know. But I think
Exactly. Yeah.
47, we're doing pretty good to start out. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
this
not
is,
bad.
yeah, I've only been open for what, a little over a month, and we got 47 people already.
Right.
You know, so, and I got lucky because no one has Giants Farming Simulator. It sounds like I'm the owner of Giants. It sounds like I could have probably put official in front of it.
Right.
But I'm looking for a guy now that's will do keep people updated with the news. You know what I mean, of Farming
Oh,
Simulator,
like
what's coming out and stuff
mods
like
and
that.
updates and
Right,
all that. I
right.
thought about getting into like just talking about new mods that come out.
That's what got
DJ famous
uh
and all that.
yeah. Well,
Yep.
DJ started out by making videos explaining how things work.
Right.
You know, and he got what? He jumped up to 1,000 when he started doing that, right, Tiny?
I didn't catch DJ till about, it's almost 2 years now. So, and he's been doing it a lot longer than that.
No, he's only been in it as long as I have. Me and him started a month apart. I think I
Oh
started a
yeah?
month before him, or he started a month before me. Yeah, he hasn't been around that long. And when he first came out, I met DJ before he had 50 subscribers. I met DJ.
Nice.
Both of us were sitting there with our hands on our butts, you know what I mean, with no subs. I only had like 11, he had like 50, you know, and he was making videos explaining, you know, how equipment works and stuff like that. And he jumped up to 1,000 when he started making the news things too. And then
Yeah.
boom, 30,000, you know what I mean? Just like that. And I don't know where he's at now.
Yeah.
He is, I can tell you. Let's see here.
I think he's at like 100,000 at this point, man.
No,
DJ?
he's just shy. He's 68.4K.
Wow,
Nice.
man, he's
He's
going, man.
getting
Yeah,
there.
He's
he's really
going.
slamming. He's doing good. You know? How much did that the Farmers Club, what do they call that guy?
Farm Sim News? No, not
FS.
that.
No,
You're talking
no.
about FS Club.
Yeah, FS Club.
FS Club, yeah.
He came in to visit me one time back when I first started. I had like 20, 30 subs.
He's
And
pretty
he says,
cool.
He comes in, he says, "You need to subscribe to my channel," but didn't subscribe to my channel. I was like, "The hell with you, man." It's like, "The hell with you, man." I was like, "The hell."
He's what we call a knob from where I used to work and live way back when.
Right.
I thought, like I said though, I thought about getting into like talking about new mods and stuff like that. But with DJ doing it, Silver
You get
News doing it, and like
Yeah.
8 or
You get
9
No,
more
no,
people
I don't
doing
need
it.
anybody to do it on the internet. I need them to do it in my channel.
Wait,
know,
you
just
want
type
us
in
to sit
Iowa.
there and type out every new mod that's coming out? You are out of
Well,
your
no,
mind.
no, just say, "Hey, new mods coming." You know what I mean, and that's it.
Be sure to check it out.
Yeah, I get what you're
Yeah,
saying.
you know, they catch DJ. You know what I mean? He tells you everything that's coming. You know,
Yeah,
just someone that's watching DJ's news and just say, "Hey, you know, new mods coming" or whatever.
yeah.
You know,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, my buddy does it.
Well,
You
did
know,
you
and I
see?
was a mod for him for a long time.
Yeah.
And he's got 100. You know, he's got 1,600 people in his club. But then
Jeez.
we had a falling out because his buddy that lives right around the corner from him started putting up pictures of, you know how like some video games have boobies and stuff in them.
Yeah.
He's putting up them pictures, and I was like, "This is disgusting." And he was like, "Oh, I don't think it's disgusting." And I said, "Well, then you gotta go. Bye bye, bye bye." You know,
Some
I'm
people
sorry,
just
man.
don't get it.
Right?
Yep.
There's 9-year-olds and 10-year-olds in
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean?
What are their
Well,
parents gonna think of a group that's sending pics of tits all over the place?
I'm in various model groups, and when I say model, I mean like plastic car models. Because
Right.
it's been a hobby of mine since I was like 6.
Right.
And some of the crap they post in those pages, in those groups, is ridiculous. I mean, there's children in there from 7, 8, 9-year old all the way up to adults.
Right. From 7 to 70.
Yeah, and the group owner is the one posting the inappropriate pictures. It's like, dude, really?
Come on,
That's
dude.
that's not how this works.
Yeah.
We all have
The,
hobbies. I guess mine's a bit more dangerous.
my
I
buddy
collect.
Top,
I got a
Go
lot
ahead.
of hobbies.
my buddy Top, he's a pretty powerful dude, but he comes along and he says, check out this club. This girl sent me an invitation to this club. I go check it out. Oh my gosh, was that a bad club? I mean, the whole entire thing was just nasty.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, dark. I mean, like onion dark. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
wow.
Dark. You know, and I was like, I can't even believe they're allowing this. He says, we can't shut them down. We shut them down and just make a new one and boom, they're up again.
Yep.
You can't keep up with them.
That's like trolls on YouTube. You block them. They've got 30 other accounts to log into and use.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Yeah, I know one guy blocked like 12 times. One guy.
I had one kid, and I know he's a kid. He's like 14, 15 years old.
Right.
Started screwing with me, and he came into my chat one night from one of my other YouTube friends, who's no longer a YouTube friend because of him. And came into my stream one night and demanded to be a moderator. He got timed
Demanded,
out.
huh?
He got timed out 3 different times, and then finally I told my moderators, you know what, just ban him.
Yeah, get rid of him.
That kid went and made an email account using my YouTube name, and it's Tiny426 is a pedophile.
Nice.
It's like,
Wow.
are you serious? Really? I've got 3 boys. What the hell's wrong with you?
Now here's what I did, Tiny. I had a problem with that with a 13-year-old. All right, about a year back. I don't know if you remember or not, because you was around. I just don't know, you know what I mean, if you remember the incident. And he started doing stuff like that. So what I did was I just doxed him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I typed in his name, found out where he lived, found out his address, found out his phone number, you know, everything else. And I sent it all to him. A picture of himself, a picture of his address, a picture of his phone number. And I said to him on the note, I said, if you bother me again, I'm going to call your parents at Friday afternoon and tell your parents that I'm your principal and I caught you kissing a boy in the bathroom.
Nice.
Abed, I have never been so proud of you in my life.
That's awesome.
Wouldn't even be able to fix it till Monday.
I had this,
Yeah,
This
by the
one
way, he
guy-
did not bother me again. He was done.
that's
I
good.
hope not.
I had this one guy in my stream. I timed this kid out originally in my stream because he kept dropping the N-word, dude. It didn't matter
Right.
what I said, he just kept doing it. So I banned him from my channel. I said, I'm not having that kind of language in my channel. For one, my sister's black, so I don't approve of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But this other kid, a friend of his, comes on his account and goes, "Why'd you ban my friend, you piece of S word and everything like this? He's just cussing me out and everything." I'm like, I just told my mods, "All right, guys, ban him. You know how it works. If anybody comes in here and starts cussing me out, just ban him for me, please." So they ban him.
Right.
5 minutes later, he comes on with another channel that's labeled, "I know what you did."
I know.
I don't care if you know what I did. I had a reason to do it. So they banned that one too. 14
Oh, yeah.
times.
This
This kid does not give up.
This kid goes by his original channel name was Gaming with Nico Nash,
Yeah.
and he's relentless. He's got to have 30 or 40 different email accounts just for trolling people.
Well, there's the thing though, Tiny. They're stupid. And if you can find their main account, which is probably just the first one that he used.
Oh no,
You know,
I
you
have
can just
complete
type-
access to it. I know what the kid looks like because he was dumb enough to post a picture of himself on his YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
see? Because you can just type in the name and it'll take you right to their Facebook page. And then you got everything. You know what I mean?
Actually I took a screenshot of the picture that he had of himself up there, and I
Yeah.
sent it to him on on PlayStation Messenger. And I said, "You still want to keep screwing around with me, buddy? Bring it on." I haven't seen
Did
or
he
heard
stop?
from him. I
Yeah,
haven't seen or heard from him since.
yeah.
But then he goes after the older generation. No offense, but he goes after old timer Dave. He's going after Six Wheel and Pop Pop.
Really?
I mean, the kid's
Oh, man.
relentless, and he does the same thing to them as he's done to me.
He's gonna find a
That's
day.
stupid.
Someone's gonna actually physically knock on his door.
Yeah, and
I'm waiting for that.
And he'll pay the ultimate price.
I
Get his
worry
teeth
about
knocked
that.
in, man. I would.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd
you
pay
don't
to
even
be
have
there,
knock
man.
your teeth in. I don't want to be explaining myself with someone knocking at my door.
Yep.
You know, I don't care
That's
if they're there for
sad.
violence or not. I just don't want to go through it. You know.
Agreed.
I mean, I don't even care if the guy's smaller than I am. I'm looking at a 2-foot midget.
Yeah.
I still
There was
don't
this-
want to go through it.
There
I'll be
was
right
this
back,
one
gentlemen.
friend of mine. There was this one friend of mine, I'll bet. He was playing Black Ops 3, right? This was
Yeah.
before any of the other Black Ops came out or anything like that. He's playing Black Ops 3. He's having his time. Someone in his stream, he had 32 viewers at the point. No one fessed up to it, but someone in his stream swatted him. They called in a fake bomb threat to SWAT, gave
Oh,
his
no.
address. SWAT busted down his door, destroyed all his property on stream. He even had a camera up and everything. Had it recording him getting arrested for this. 10 hours later,
Wow.
he's finally released when they realized they were swatted. And this guy actually had one of the SWAT members come on his channel, sit down and talk to his viewers about what swatting does to actual SWAT people who work for SWAT. I mean, calling in a fake bomb threat is just messed up.
That's a felony.
It is. They actually found out who did it too, and the guy got arrested.
Yeah, that's a felony. You can get a felony charge for that.
Yeah,
That's bad
it's
news,
messed
man.
up. But the fact
Well,
that they
I feel
did that to
bad
a
for the
friend
guy.
of mine, he spent 10 hours in a cell, man, for something
Wow.
he never even did.
Now that's where I luck out. I live in a really tiny town, and the police here know everybody knows everybody. You know, I mean, it's really tiny. You know.
Yeah, same
And
here.
if they tried to do that to me, the police would just, you know,
Laugh at you. Oh, man, with a bomb. Oh, that's
right.
funny.
okay, okay, you know.
You're right. That bomb threat, like Ahmed said, that's a felony. With my wife's youngest brother, his senior year,
Yeah.
one of his classmates called him a bomb threat at the high school,
Ooh.
and because he didn't want to take their final exams. It's like, does that kid realize he just screwed his entire life up?
Right?
Yeah, entire life up.
He's never going to get a job
He's
now.
lucky he wasn't 18, man. You can get like 5-10 years in prison for that.
He was prosecuted.
Whoa.
Good. To the
Man,
fullest
could you
extent of the
imagine
law.
the fines alone, Tiny?
Oh,
I mean, they
dude.
could whack you $50,000 or $100,000.
Try 200.
Man,
Yeah,
that's
it's not cheap, man.
It's not pretty,
I
man.
don't even want to hear 500. Never mind.
I was I was 16 years old and I had just gotten my first truck, right? I didn't have my license or anything like that, but I said to my dad, "This is the truck for me. I have to have it. I'll buy it and then I'll keep it in the parking lot until I can get my license." Well, my dad goes out of town, so I decided to take my truck out for a spin. I get pulled over, and I have some buddies in the car with me, and the officer looks at me. No license, no proof of insurance, car wasn't registered and or inspected. The fine that he could have slapped me with was over $1,400.
Oh my gosh.
You know what he did? You know
Nope.
what he did? He looked at me and said, "I don't want to see this truck on the road again or I'm impounding it." Gets in his car and drives off.
Nice.
Oh man,
Lucky
that
there.
officer was so nice to me. He gave me a second chance. I didn't lose my truck.
I'll
Well-
tell you how they are here. You're gonna love this. I've never heard this before in my life come from, well, the chief of police. But there's this guy, he's inside the convenience store. Now here the convenience store is very popular, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Mm.
And he's inside the convenience store and the chief of police, Tyrone, asks him, he goes, "Hey, I don't see a tag on your car yet. The guy says, I just can't afford a tag yet, man. I just can't afford to get it." He goes, "Okay, 3 months. If I don't see a tag on your car in 3 months, I'm giving you a ticket."
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard that before. I've never heard that.
Wow.
My wife's license expires here in a couple of weeks, and we still have our Connecticut licenses,
Right.
and now we're in Minnesota. And by Minnesota law, you have 60 days to change, update your license and get the address changed to Minnesota. Well, she called the DMV the other day, and the DMV's like, well, all of our offices are closed, so we're waiving any fines or issues, and once we reopen the offices, from that point on, you have 60 days to get your license changed over and renewed or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Which works out because now, the Jeep's still got Minnesota car insurance, but it's got Connecticut tags on it.
Yeah, but
Right.
there's nothing you can do about it. Good to
Nothing
go.
they can.
Out here in
the cops aren't
Pennsylvania.
even. The only time a cop will pull over on the side of the road now is one for a traffic accident, and two if they see a car broken down with their four ways on.
Ah, okay.
Other than that, because of this COVID-19 crap, they can't do anything because they have to maintain a 6-foot distance.
Lost you for a second there, but they have to maintain a distance, I imagine you said, right?
Yeah, 6 feet. Yeah. So unless
Yeah.
it's like a major issue or crime, they don't. There's nothing anybody can do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Out here in Pennsylvania, the only time you see a cop is at a donut shop. And that's
Oh, yeah.
actually,
That's-
I am not joking. Literally, you will look at a donut shop, they're packed full of cop cars. You look at a McDonald's shop, no cops. You look anywhere else, no cops. They're all at Dunkin' Donuts, man.
That's how it was when I lived in Connecticut at the parts store I used to work at. There's a Dunkin' Donuts right across the street in the plaza from us, and every morning I watched a truck try to enter a one-way entrance, and a bicyclist was on the sidewalk, and they both stopped. Like the truck driver saw the bicyclist, and the bicyclist saw the trucker, and they both stopped. And then they just sat there and waited, and then decided to go at the same time.
Oh!
Of course, the guy in the truck slams into the guy on the bicycle, knocks him on the ground, and he wasn't hurt. He just knocked him off his bike.
Right.
But the entire PD showed up.
Oh, nice.
Oh, man. There was, when I lived in Norway, the guy who lives across the street from my dad, real good friend of my dad, but he was kind of a dick, if you know what I mean. Like, just like a natural jerk. Well, I was riding my bicycle, and my bike at that time didn't have any brakes on it. So I'm crossing the street, and the guy who lives across the street from my dad comes whipping around the corner, going at least 45 in a 30-mile-an-hour zone area. And he slammed into my bike. I went over the hood and roof of his car and slammed into the ground, and my bike went under his car.
And that's all I want under the car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no kidding.
he keeps driving. I stand up and I just wave to him as if to say, "Yeah, don't worry about me, I'm fine." He slams on his brake, throws in reverse, and drives right back at me. He gets out of his car, gets in my face, and goes, "Did you just flip me off?" Dude, seriously?
It's like, dumbass, did you just run me over?
Oh, if you ever
I'm
deserve
like-
to get flipped off, it's when you run them over.
Yeah. I'm like, you are the one who just slammed into me, dude. I could have you, I could sue you for that and probably win. Because you just kept driving, dude. That's a hit and run right there.
So what else is going on in Tiny's world, man?
Oh, not too much. We're getting settled in. We had a slight issue with the apartment, but that's been squared away, fine, thankfully.
Thank God for that.
When we got here, what little money we had left went real quick, and now it wasn't for a lack of trying to budget. It's just we were living in an inn that had a microwave and a refrigerator.
Right.
So we were trying to feed 3 kids and us.
And you
in
can't
an
eat
inn.
McDonald's every day, no matter how cheap it is.
Yeah, no way. No, McDonald's for us is like $50.
Oh,
It gets
wow.
expensive over time, man.
And the gentleman and his significant other that are helping us out, he kind of got frustrated at first, but then he understood that in a way he screwed us over. Well, he didn't directly screw us over. The home that they offered us was his significant other's. She wasn't living in it. It was up for sale for like a year, and 2 people looked at it, and it didn't sell.
Right.
And I was in his Discord chat one night talking about, the conditions we were living in, and our landlord, after 10 years, wasn't the person we originally thought he was. And we were starting to have real issues. Like the tenant upstairs was accusing us as being the reason she had rat problems.
Oh,
And
nice.
she was keeping garbage on her second floor landing. Yeah.
Oh, that couldn't be the problem.
No.
That couldn't be
No,
the problem.
It's
not
not
at
her, it's
all.
all us. And of course his wife went ballistic and accused us of being, the problem and this and that and the other thing. I mean, we had holes in our ceilings for 5 years that he knew about from water damage from prior tenants, never fixed them. He knew they were there. He'd been renting to a carpenter next door who came over and looked at the ceilings, and he told us the whole ceiling had to be replaced from one end to the other, and it was it. Never did anything with it after that.
Wow.
So then all of a sudden this tenant starts busting our balls about stuff that we're not responsible for, and making all these accusations and BS, and we proved her wrong and the landlord's wife wrong, but he still wouldn't back off. And I was
fell out
talking
of
to
the clique.
I was talking to some of the guys in this gentleman's Discord chat, and he pops in out of the blue. He goes, $800 a month, no background check, no deposit. Everything's included. Utilities, the works. And it was a full 3-bedroom ranch-style house.
Jeez.
Nice.
And I'm friends with him on Facebook and YouTube, and I messaged him directly. I'm like, dude, are you serious? He goes, pack your bags and move west, kiddo. He goes, you've dealt with enough bullshit there. It's a lot better out here. So we did. We packed up, we left. And a month before we were due to move, his significant other had a friend ask her if she could stay at her house for, a couple of weeks or something.
Right.
And took full advantage of it. And as soon as we were on our way, she told our friend's significant other to piss off. She wasn't leaving the house. There's no rental agreement. She's basically squatting in the house. She's not paying her any rent, nothing. And we got screwed out of it. And they feel absolutely horrible about it. They've actually had to file papers. He offered her $2,500 to move out 4 weeks ago, and he got a text message back stating, and I quote, go fuck yourself."
Jeez, dude.
Wow.
She's that type of a person.
Wow.
And I
so the
believe
house will eventually come open for you then.
Right. I mean, if we can make it where we are for a year, and I despise moving, and the place we're in is really, really nice.
Right.
And I mean, the oldest is 18. He's not going to be here forever.
Right.
And he's looking to start working for our friend out at the farm. So I mean, if he starts packing his money away and doing things the right way, he'll
he's
be out of
18. Yeah,
he'll
he's
be out
gonna
of here
find a
quick.
house and a wife soon, man. Your kid's not a dingling, Tiny.
Oh
He
no, they're not.
graduated early. He's gonna start his life, man. You couldn't even hold him back now if you wanted to, Tiny.
I don't even try.
You couldn't if you wanted to, anyhow.
We butt heads every once in a blue moon about his meds and whatnot and how he's doing things, but I mean that's typical father-son, 18-year-old son crap.
Right.
Right.
My dad
your
realized the
kid's
same
definitely
thing
getting
about
ready
me.
to start his life.
By the time I was 16, I had moved out of my dad's
Oh.
house.
I mean, Tiny. He has to make the decision who his wife's going to be for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
He has to decide what kind of work he's going to do for the rest of his life, and he's only a kid.
Yeah. He's got to make the decisions on his own. I can't force his hand in it.
No, you can't.
So.
You really, there's nothing you can do but watch. You know what I mean? You hope that you did what you did, while he was growing up. Sticks. You know, but
Yep.
that's all you can do now. You know, unless he asks.
Yeah.
You know, because anything else is just, you know, it's doesn't matter how much you know. Doesn't matter how much you
Yeah,
know.
no, it doesn't.
Speaking
You
from
know?
The two
experience,
young,
once you hit
the,
18, you think you know everything.
No,
the
tiny.
two
I mean,
younger boys are doing really good in school, even though they're doing the distance learning crap. But
right.
they managed to get an actual week in the actual school,
Yeah.
and then they went on lockdown and started doing the distance learning stuff. So, I mean, they're not happy with not being able to physically go to school, but they're still having fun doing the online learning stuff and actually doing their work
All
because
right.
mom and dad kind of babysit that.
Right.
So, I mean, the younger they've all adjusted very well, better than we thought they would, leaving halfway through the school year.
But whiskey,
Yeah, what's up?
when you got a kid that's 18 years old, 20 years old, in that range right there,
Yup.
they'll listen to the crackhead down the street before they'll listen to their dad.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
and
I
when they
mean, yeah,
turn
that's
like
just the truth.
and when they turn like 30, they realize that you were right and they were wrong.
Yeah, and they're all of a sudden they're in love with you again. They're your best
Yep.
friend, but there's a
Like, I'm
period
so
there where
sorry.
your word is useless. You're an idiot.
Yep.
Right.
You know?
Oh,
I had
yeah.
enough of you. I lived underneath your roof all these years. I ain't listening to you no more, old man. I ain't listening to you no more. Hey, Tiny, I
Hmm.
was eating a pizza the other night, man. I thought of a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ready?
Shoot.
We're marching to the heart. We're marching to the heart. Look, a piece of lettuce. Get the fuck out of the way. We're marching to the heart.
Oh, man. Hey, Tiny,
All right.
boss. Oh, man, I'm stuttering
Here's
on
a
my own words
shocking
now.
one I heard the other day, but it's shocking, okay? What do you never hear what do you never ever hear a man say, ever?
What?
Stop blowing me or I'm calling the cops.
Alright, I got one for you. Hey, Abed, what's the difference between a blonde and a turtle?
I don't know.
Once they're on their backs, they're both screwed.
I have turtles. We have turtles. We have a couple of turtles.
Turtles are cool. They don't live very long, though. It's the
Well,
only thing with them things.
we have two red-eared sliders, and their life expectancy can be up to 25 to 30 years.
Oh, that's
Jeez.
nice.
And they're getting big. We actually, right now, they're living out of like a square Tupperware bin because we couldn't fit
Right.
their aquarium on the way here.
Right.
So we bought a Tupperware container for them, and it's got like 2 or 3 inches of water in it, and they tolerate it. But one's a male and one's a female, and the
Yeah.
female is very territorial.
Right.
Right.
So when the male starts getting, in her business or trying to do their mating ritual dance, she gets really pissed. I mean, I've seen her slap him across the face. Um, he's he's been chilling in the corner, and she swam up behind him and latched onto his rear flipper. And she's vicious. She's mean. She doesn't put up with any of his crap.
Man.
Like an old married couple.
Every turtle my parents bought me, man, died within a year.
No, these guys are doing pretty good. They were probably about a year when we got them,
Right.
and that was 2 years ago. So they're like 3 now, 3.5.
I might get
But
a
they're
turtle.
doing. They'll get they're. We have to get a big enough tank for them, but you can adjust the tank size as they grow.
Yeah, they're not real messy, right? Like a bird.
Oh no, red-eared sliders are absolutely disgusting animals. They stink. You have to clean if you have them in too small of a tank. You have to clean it religiously, like once a week.
Okay.
Otherwise, it just gets absolutely disgusting. But which is no big deal. I mean, the biggest problem with red-eared sliders is that people take them on as a pet without
Yeah.
actually doing the research for owning them as a pet.
Right.
And they're this is actually the reason why they were banned for sale in Connecticut by the government. People wouldn't expect how big they would get or how much upkeep they do require, and they'd turn them loose.
All right.
And they're an invasive species.
How big do they get?
Their shell length can get up to 12 inches in diameter.
That's not too big. I was picturing like a leatherback turtle, you know what I mean?
Oh, no.
4 feet long, you know, something like that.
But that was the biggest problem, is they'd go, holy crap, well, these things are getting huge, we can't take care of these, and they turn them loose in the wild. Red-eared sliders can withstand northeastern winters. They can survive it. They just go into hibernation.
Right.
They can go 12 days without eating.
Oh, so they don't have any problem at all.
They don't have any problem adjusting to that type of climate, and because they're an invasive species, the government said, you know what, pet stores can't sell these anymore, and that was a year after we had bought ours, or a year and a half, because we were actually going to buy another smaller one to put in the tank with the 2 bigger ones, and we went to purchase it, and they're like, yeah, sorry, we actually just got this shipment in, and we have to send them back to where we got them.
Welcome to the stream, dude. I'm not even going to try and pronounce your YouTube name because I have no idea how. Sesamazex TV or something like that, man. I don't even know. No, but I watch this guy on YouTube, man. He runs a reptile aquarium area, and he just had to move his East American ball python into a bigger tank because it's now about, I think he said it was like getting close to like 4 feet long and weighing over 550 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a ball python, man. Oh, it was so gorgeous, dude.
I hate snakes. If there's 4 inches of glass between me and the snake, I'm good. No.
Tiny, welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm definitely out with the snake. I learned a lesson when I was a kid. Dad said, never trust a snake. I said, okay, Dad. I said, okay.
My family knows a person out in Florida, like personally, who actually keeps 2 live alligators in his basement as pets. And we went to visit him one time, and he told us a story how someone broke into his house one day, and he acted all cool about it. He said, you know what, man? You can take anything you want. I got some valuables down in my basement. Go ahead down and get them. Guy opens up the basement door. Standing right down at the bottom of the basement stairs are 2 massive gators. Just looking up at him. He said the guy ran like screaming from his house about monsters in the basement.
As soon as he opened up the door, I would have kicked him down the stairs. Slam that door shut.
There would be nothing left, I can tell you that. But no, he says they're perfectly friendly. He even introduced me to them. They don't bite, nothing like that. He trained these gators from babies.
You remember
and they're
that
like
old
perfectly
movie
friendly.
You remember that old movie by Dennis Leary? The Christmas one? And he breaks into the guy's house and he throws the 8-ball at the Rottweiler, and the Rottweiler just catches it in his mouth and starts chewing it up.
Yeah.
Never saw that one.
Oh, that's hilarious. He picks up this 8-ball from the pool table and hums it at the dog, thinking, you know, he's going to knock the dog out. The dog just catches it in his mouth and then starts breaking the ball up with his teeth. Like,
You'd be surprised how strong Rottweiler jaws are. They got a powerful bite.
Well, that's a little ridiculous. They might have a powerful bite, but they're not going to catch a full blow. You know, they might be able to chew up the 8-ball. Don't get me wrong. I don't doubt that, but you know, I can throw a ball probably 40 miles an hour, and I'm not a good person to throw.
Welcome to the stream, George.
I imagine I would bust some teeth going in.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
But it was a funny movie. I can't remember the name of it, Tiny. If I could remember the name of it, I'd get you to watch it. It's hilarious. It's a good movie.
I can see now when we do our cross streaming together, guys, it's going to be one very interesting series.
Well, I'm gonna check it out, see if I can't find it on Prime Video, because they have a lot of movies, but some of them you have to buy,
Yep.
and I never recommend that. But at least I can get the name of the movie, possibly by typing his name in.
The worst part of Farming Simulator 19, spreading lime.
I
Oh,
hear
it,
you.
it takes so long.
Alright, let's see. Should come up. There we go. Let's see if we can find the movie.
I am on PS4, George.
Oh, there it is. It's called The Ref.
Okay, I'll have to keep an eye open.
Yeah, let me see if it's for free on there. No, they want money. I'm out. You know, but it's a good movie if you get a chance to catch it for free somewhere. I wouldn't recommend buying it.
I'm too broke to do that.
Even if you had $1 million, I wouldn't recommend buying it.
I hear
You know, it's just stupid money. Why would you throw that away? You know what I mean? It's retarded.
It's probably on Tubi.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you know, it's gonna be on something for free eventually. Why would you waste your money?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
I'm out on the Blockbuster days. You know what I mean? I'm not paying for anything anymore.
Same. I don't have the kind of cash for that.
I'm gonna check to see if it's on Tubi or one of the others. You know, you get Tubi and Pluto and Crackle for free, right?
Oh yeah, my wife's informed me of all that.
Yeah. Crackle's the worst. Tubi's the best. But on Pluto, you get all your news channels and everything like that.
Yeah, I don't watch news. It's all fake and horseshit anyway.
I'm with
Yep.
you on it. But still, you know what I mean? A lot
And
of
about
people,
the only
you know.
only thing good the news is for is the weather, and they can't even get that right.
George, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that, man. Much appreciated.
Alright, let's see. No, it looks like it's not here. It went to a couple, then it went right to Bill Hicks. I like Bill Hicks as a comedian, but man, he's so hard on God. So hard on
never heard of him either.
Wow.
Oh, he's funny, man. He is funny. He's dead. He died like in 95 or something like that.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah, way ahead of his time in intelligence. I mean, way ahead. You know, but he just had a hatred for God, man. It was incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, some people.
No, you know why he's dead. You know why he's dead.
Right?
Wow, how bad.
Hey, listen, man. If you're gonna pick on somebody, why would you pick on the one thing that can absolutely kill you?
Right.
And they ain't never gonna go to jail for it. Ain't never gonna go to jail.
Oh, man.
No, there's some things you don't pick on, you know?
Nope. There's a lot of things you don't pick on.
Well, you know, I'd rather wrestle Andre the Giant than God. Than God.
Right?
Agreed.
Oh, these neighbors across the street, Tiny, you would never believe it. They had this house, man, just absolutely dump. Right? A
Yeah.
dump. And they put it up for sale, you know? And they had just bought it like the year before. And they put it up for sale, and like a year goes by, and I don't think anybody looked at it. So they decided to start fixing the house up.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful job, Tiny. Absolutely gorgeous, the work that they're doing. And then they put a fence around it.
Oh,
Oh.
come on.
Come on.
Serious, they got like an 8-foot fence going around
Wow.
it now. You can't even hardly see it. Can't even hardly see it.
I laughed when we were being shown the apartment that we moved into. The woman was, going over everything with us, showing us what was what and how what worked and this and that. She goes, "You do have a balcony, but you're not allowed to smoke on it if you smoke." I'm like, really? We're 3 floors up. I get the whole not smoking inside the building. Of course, I don't smoke around my kids anyway, so
Right.
I always go outside.
I would look at it and say, what about weed? What about
Like,
weed?
it's literally like a 4-foot by 7-foot long balcony. It's not even huge. I mean, we put 2 patio chairs out there, and that takes up all the room. And
What's the, she really won't let you smoke on it?
no, those are apartment complex rules. No smoking on the balconies. If you want to smoke, you got to go down by the garages or out by the edge of the property.
I would have never moved in.
Right?
No, I guarantee you.
I'm used to it anyway. I didn't smoke in the last house. You know,
No, I don't smoke in my house either. I go outside, but I'm not going to do 3 flights.
Oh, we have an elevator. I don't care about that.
I'm still not doing that.
I won't even use the elevator, man.
I walk down the steps and then take the elevator back up.
I hear you. That's smart. At least you're getting some exercise going down, right?
Exactly.
That's funny. Yeah, I hope you get that house tiny. This way you have a little bit more freedom.
Well, the folks that are helping us out, they, like I said, they filed papers for eviction, but there's no contract.
Right.
So technically, there's no, and with the COVID-19, the eviction can't take place right now anyway.
Right.
Because of all the laws that they incurred because of the COVID-19. So even though they filed papers, now they have to wait for this pandemic to get over with to do anything about it.
Right.
Right.
So they're screwed either way. And I mean, it could take 6 months, it could take a year.
Right.
But I really don't want to move again. And it's not like the places, it's not like the house we were offered is far away. It's not very far away. But I'd still have to get a trailer. We'd still have to pack everything back up. We'd
That's
still have
the
to
pain
move
in the
all of our
ass
crap
part.
back out there. Yeah, that's the worst part. We're 3 flights up. We have a 2-bay garage. 1 bay was full of all of our stuff, and the other bay was for the Jeep. We've managed to empty out half of a bay so far.
Oh, yeah, you're getting settled in. You're nesting already.
Yeah, I mean, and we're throwing away shit that we packed that we had. I mean, we were going through boxes in the garage one day, and my oldest looks at me, he goes, "Really?" I look at him like, "What?" He picks up an empty soda bottle out of one of the boxes that one of his brothers had packed, and it's like, I looked at him and I shook my head. I'm like, "Fucking really?"
I just don't want to lose my bottle.
We're dealing with crap like that, and there's stuff that we should have packed and we didn't. There's stuff that got packed that shouldn't have been packed.
Yeah,
and I mean, we left a lot of stuff behind when we moved out here. Like our bed, we're sleeping on an air mattress right now because we couldn't fit it in the U-Haul.
Oh, I got good advice for you on that, man. Look, you want to score a really good bed when you get the opportunity and you get back to work? You're not going to believe me when I tell you this, but believe me, I'm telling you, this is true. I went to an antique store and bought my bed. I got a bed that's French Prudential, came with a mattress and a box spring, brand spanking new. I paid $650.
Oh, that's cheap.
I can't hardly buy the box spring and mattress for that.
No, you can't.
You know, and I'm telling you, it's a double mattress. You know, where they got the mattress part and then it's got the like fluffy part on top of that.
Yeah.
A really high-end mattress. You know what I mean? And I looked online to see what my bed would sell for if I wanted to sell it on eBay. $3,500.
Wow.
Jeez.
Without the box spring and mattress. That's what I'm telling you, man. You got to hit the antique stores because you can get a hell of a deal on furniture in the antique stores.
Well, the crappy part about our bed, my father built that back in the '80s, and it was
now it's gone.
That was the worst part about it. Now it's gone.
Oh,
right.
Man.
And my mother even asked me. She goes, "Were you able to take your bed and the boys?" I said, "We were able to pack the boys. Ours had to stay." She goes, "You know, if you'd have let us know, we would have, taken it and done something with it." I'm like, well, too late now.
Yeah.
We left our entertainment center, which was as old as our oldest is. So, I mean, We have a dresser that my father found on the side of the road, and he took and sanded it down and restained it, and he
Yeah.
cleaned up all the brass handles. That's our dresser for our bedroom. We're using it as a makeshift entertainment center.
Right. That's the
Hey,
worst thing too, is you're never gonna find a good entertainment center. Like even if you go to like Park or Salvation Army,
well, the one that
they're
we
just
had,
rip-offs. I mean, they charge way too much money. You know
the
what I
one
mean?
that
And antique stores won't have it.
the one that we had was for the old tube type TVs, the old boxy TVs.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I bought that at Walmart for like $100 18 years ago, and it wasn't even bowed in the. You know how the top usually starts to bow on them?
Yep.
It wasn't falling apart. It wasn't breaking apart. The doors were still attached on the bottom. Nothing was wrong with it. It's just we didn't have the room.
Are you paying for heat, Tiny?
No, our heat and AC and water. The only thing we have to pay for is electricity and our internet. That's it.
All right. Yeah, 'cause
That's
heat's
Everything
gonna
else
be
is included.
expensive where you are.
Oh, I don't even,
It,
dude. We moved in.
you lived in Connecticut. You know heat is way more expensive than AC.
We moved in April 10th. We haven't had to turn. I've had to turn the heat on once since we moved in here. There's
That's a
three.
miracle.
There's three apartments there. There's two apartments below us.
Oh, that's a good
With
point. You're not on the first floor.
right. So all
Right,
the
I
heat.
forgot
I
about
mean,
that.
it hit 81 degrees in here 3 days ago
Nice.
because we're on the third floor, which sucks because we're on the third floor. But the heat from everybody else's
Yeah, it just
apartments
goes
is coming
straight up.
straight up.
Right.
So we lucked out there. And the
Does
woman
the
that actually,
landlord live in the building?
oh no, they're out of Saint something. I can't even remember the name. It's not Saint Paul. It might be Saint Cloud. I'm not sure. But it's a realtor agency that owns the building.
All right.
But the woman that showed us the place was actually the prior tenant to the apartment we're in, and she works with the agency showing apartments and whatnot. And she was telling us the highest her electric bill was for 1 month was like $85.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
You know how much my electric bill in Connecticut was a month?
Oh, at least 200 on
Constant,
average, at
a
least.
constant $170 to $200 a month.
Right, and
Jesus.
then in the winter it's going to be more, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, because of the furnace kicking on and whatnot. But
Yeah, right now
and
I
we
just got
had
my. Go ahead.
back in Connecticut, we had an oil heated furnace, which I'm not going to miss that damn thing.
I don't blame you there. We have I just got my lowest electric bill I've ever gotten since I've lived here last month, $89 and change.
Nice.
But my highest bill I ever got was the first month I lived here. I moved here in October, and my first bill really was in November,
Hmm.
and I had the heat at 78 degrees. My electric bill was $650.
Ouch.
The house is 4,200 square feet, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of heat.
Yeah, yeah.
So I started trying to figure it out. So I figured, okay, well, maybe because I can run off of electricity or I have gas.
Hmm.
So I have two ways to heat the house. You know what I
Yep,
mean? I'm not
yep.
screwed in. So I went to the gas, and the gas, between the electric bill anyhow, and then now the gas bill still was running me close to $600 a month. I mean, I knocked off like $50, $70, nothing big.
Yeah.
And then I figured out a secret. I couldn't figure out why the guy had doors in certain places and not in other places.
Hmm.
So I said, well, let me try something. And I turned on the gas in the living room, in the fireplace, shut the doors down, turned the heat down to 65 in the hallway.
Yeah.
I don't even have to hardly turn the gas on. The three
Nice.
main rooms, the living room, dining room, and kitchen, stay at 71 degrees.
Nice.
So it knocked my bill down to like $250 a month. Like $400 a month less in the winter.
AC
right there.
The AC here they bypassed it, so you can't turn the AC on unless it's above 68 or 70 degrees in
Right.
the house, which is fine by me. I don't care.
Right,
But
that's a good temperature.
we have a sliding window right next to our stove in the kitchen, and directly diagonal across from it is an 8-foot sliding window. And we've already opened those two. We've opened both the kitchen window and that 8-foot slider up with, you know, the blinds all open. The
Right.
cross breeze being on the 3rd floor, I don't think I'll have to turn the AC on.
How beautiful is that? Plus you get all
Dude.
fresh air. Real
It's
easy.
absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, that's the one thing, you know, I can open up all my doors and everything here. And because I'm so far into the woods, wind's almost never on the ground.
Hmm.
You know, wind here is just non-existent. I mean, it's a gusting at 8 miles an hour, you know?
Yeah, yeah. The wind gusts, like I was telling you about that rainstorm we got hit with the other night. I was sitting here next to the window and watching these panes bow in and out. I'm like, I'm gritting my teeth, going,
man.
I don't know if I should be sitting here. It was
That's
ridiculous.
beautiful.
It was bad. But there's literally nothing around us but fields for
Oh, that's
agriculture.
why, yeah.
It's literally an apartment complex in the middle of nowhere. We're right on the outskirts of the main town, so there's nothing around the building at all.
Rent
The
must
biggest,
be nuts.
this
Really?
this apartment complex is only like 3 years old, so
Oh,
it's really fairly new, and it is a little bit more expensive than what we were paying, but I'm only responsible for electricity, internet, and rent.
right.
I'm not responsible for electricity. I don't have to buy oil for the furnace. I don't have to worry about, you know, cable or internet and all that
Right.
crap combined. I'll
What's this?
put all that together with what we were paying in Connecticut equals what we're paying here now.
What's the shut-off laws there? You know what I'm talking about. You know, like, can it shut you down in the winter on your electricity or something?
I actually
Or,
don't know, but I don't think they can, especially with with as cold as it gets out here in the winter.
right. That's what you know, you need to check into that.
Oh yeah, the wife will
You know?
probably take care of that soon.
Yeah.
But
That's something you absolutely have to know.
we had to go.
I
They
know.
only allow one internet provider for this place, which is it's a company called Midco,
Right.
and we got that set up last week, and it's 500 gigabytes download and something upload. I can't remember what the upload speed was, but it's like 65 bucks a month. And
Oh,
all
that's
I did
so
was
cheap.
we only went with internet because we don't watch TV. When we watch
Right.
anything, it's YouTube or, you know, a buddy of mine gave me his password
You've
for.
got regular TV on Pluto anyhow.
Yeah,
I mean, really?
you can download that on the PlayStation. A
Right.
buddy of mine in
Free.
New York, gave me his access codes to Disney Plus. So
Right.
I mean, we're
And you
not
only have to have another friend that's got Netflix. You're good to roll.
actually
No,
our friend.
you're good.
Don't forget that friend who has Hulu.
Our friend that
Hulu's, yeah, Hulu, yeah.
our
They-
friend
they
that set
charge.
us up, his significant other has four other people she can put on her account if we want
Nice.
Netflix.
Jeez, man. Personally, I've got Disney
Amazon-
Plus, Netflix, and
Amazon
Hulu.
Prime is better than all of them I've found so far, though.
Amazon
And it's
Prime,
like-
I've heard a lot of good things about.
Yeah, it's like
They
$12
are
a month.
good.
It's better than all of them. By far, way better than Netflix.
100%.
Way better than Netflix. Netflix, you got like 100 movies, then everything goes to indie movies. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Not with this. This is, you know what I mean? It just is what it is. You
We
know?
paid the
But
extra,
the only thing
like-
is you got to be careful because, you know, you don't want your kids renting movies, and on that, it's
Right.
really easy to rent movies.
Yep.
We pay an extra like $5 a month for HBO on Amazon Prime. That way we can watch all the Game of Thrones whenever we get bored.
Yeah, I don't even bother with all of that. I just give them their $12 a month, and I get like, it's so much. You know what I mean? It's so much better than the rest of them.
Yeah,
but
it
if
really
you got
is.
like Tubi, Pluto, Crackle, and Amazon Prime, there's almost nothing you can't watch because if it's not on there, it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, it's on. Oh, did
Oh,
you
hell,
check out the
I-
Bell Life yet, Tiny?
The who?
The
what?
Bell Life on YouTube?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
you gotta
dude,
check
check
out
them
them guys.
out.
They're hilarious. The Bell Life.
I'll
You'll
look 'em
just
up.
sit there and laugh. You know, they're so freaking. They're really cool. They're just average American guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the big brother has no patience at all. That when I say big, I mean he's like 50. The other guy's like 30. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's a
Yeah.
No
big dude.
patience for him at all. Zero. No patience. None.
Oh man,
None.
he's
None.
it's hilarious.
And they do stupid stuff. Whack each other with
With bull whips
PVC
and all
pipes or
that.
bullwhips or
Oh,
stun guns. You know what I mean?
wow.
You know, or they put that really hot 357 Magnum in their food or their toothpaste or something like that in their food.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, they're
That
hilarious.
younger
man.
brother always forgets to ring that bell too.
Oh, the younger brother is not the Einstein, but the older brother has zero patience for him. I mean, Tiny, when I say zero, I mean zero.
It's like, are you just an idiot?
Wow.
It's hilarious.
You keep talking, I'm going to whack you with this. I'm going to whack you.
I listen to that on a daily basis here.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. They're just two average American people, man, but they are hilarious, man. And the
Our
stuff they
boys.
do to each other, man, you'll be like, there ain't no way. Ain't no way, I ain't doing that. Ain't no way.
When we were in Connecticut, it was a 2-bedroom apartment, but it was a very, I don't want to say cramped because it was a whole first floor, but it was a 1-bathroom, 2-bedroom, 2 very small bedrooms.
Right,
And
that's cramped.
a real long like living room, and then the kitchen and dining room were one area. Their bedroom is twice the size of the one they had in Connecticut.
Nice.
Our bedroom, same thing.
Tiny, I really hope you find a job out there, man. I wish that I had some connections over there where you are, but the closest
no worries.
connections I have to you is North Ridge.
Nah,
You know,
no
and
worries.
that's-
I'll find something.
That's so far away from where you are.
Eh,
Oh my goodness, I
God
know
provides.
exactly what's gonna happen here.
You got a CDL?
huh?
You got a CDL?
No, I don't.
Damn, because Chris
actually,
Keller might be able to help you if you had a CDL.
In Minnesota, you actually don't need one as long as you stay in state.
Oh, contact Chris Keller. See if you can't call someone up there to get you a job driving rig.
I don't know how.
Oh,
I worked for a milk company years and years ago when I lived in Nebraska, and it was just
Right.
cleaning it. It was basically just cleaning out the tankers for the milk, but you had to be able to drive the rigs to pull the tanker into the wash bay, and that was the extent. I mean, I can move a rig around a yard, but I've never been on the road with one.
Tiny, if you don't mind me getting into your business, what's the town you're in, and I'll see what I can do from here.
We're in Crookston.
Does that sound like spelled like it sound? Crook, CROOK.
Yep, and then STON. There's no E's on it.
All right.
The
Crookston,
wife and I.
Minnesota.
The wife and I have been applying as many places as we can, but with this COVID crap going on, there was a metal furnace company,
Right.
a smelting company that's constantly busy here in this town. I called them and they're like, dude, we just laid off 40 people last week because of this crap. I was like, well, shit, called at the wrong time, huh?
Right.
That's
Yeah, caught in crossfire.
that's been the biggest. We got here literally just as this COVID-19 thing was going full bore, and that's what's pretty much screwed us over since we've been here. But it is what it is. You got to roll with the punches and just go with the flow.
Have faith
I wonder
and
how Gilius
a
is
door
doing
will
now.
open.
Last time I heard from him, he was doing good when he went to Ohio, man.
He's working for a boat company, fiberglass
Yeah.
work. Yep.
And he's got a kid on the way.
He's got a kid on the way. He's getting married, I think, this year. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always on Facebook. I see him posting stuff every day on Facebook. So he's still
That was a
he's still doing
worthwhile
good.
investment.
He's they had a
Look,
rough patch for a couple of
200
months or
bucks
so.
changed his whole life around. Tell me it wasn't worth it. I'll
Yeah.
never get the money back, but tell me it wasn't worth it.
Yep.
God, try to
No
tell me
doubt.
it wasn't. Try to tell me it was, you know? Good, you know what I mean? It was a good investment,
Hey,
you know?
we literally packed our what we could fit into a 15-foot U-Haul trailer or truck. Uh, we packed the Jeep from the back of the front seats all the way to the hatch. Like the wife couldn't see out the back window.
Right?
Packed the Jeep as full as we could get it, and we left. And we got here with what we have. And I mean, we didn't even bring dishes or pots and pans. We left it all. We just didn't have room. Our friends that are helping us out, they supplied us
Don't
with all of
starve,
our.
man. If the shit really hits the fan, you know where I'm at.
Oh no, we're good.
I know.
Um, our
Tiny,
friends
I know.
helped us out with, pots and pans and dishes and everything like that.
Right.
They basically stocked our entire kitchen with pots, pans, and dishes.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's
'Cause,
awesome, man. That is awesome.
she had a lot of stuff in storage from when she moved out of her house, and it wasn't getting used. And she was damned if she's going to leave it in her house to the person that moved in there and took advantage of her.
Right.
So she put a lot of her stuff in storage, and she basically gave it all to us. They showed up with 6 or 7 boxes full of pots, pans, dishes, forks, knives, you name it.
Nice. That's just what you needed, though, right?
Yep.
That's perfect, man. Yeah, don't starve to death on me, though, okay?
Oh no, we're good.
Because I'll never forgive
good.
myself. Unlike Gilius, I know I'll get it back, so I'm not worried about it. And if I can change anybody's life as much as I changed Gilius's for 200 bucks, I'm in. You know?
Mhm.
That's a miracle change, Tiny. Think about it, man. He was on a friggin' park bench sleeping.
Yep.
You know?
I remember that.
Now
when
he's
went
got
through
a
all
job, got a kid on the way, getting married. Damn. You know?
We ran into a slight issue with the apartment here last week. The gentleman that is helping us out, he put up the money for us for this place, and I got a phone call from the owner of the rental agency telling me last week that the check didn't clear, and I'm like, I'll have to call you right back.
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything he did intentionally. It's just he had a whole bunch of stuff come up at once, and he was waiting on that stimulus check.
Right.
So he got a hold of him today, because the other woman that we've been dealing with called me Thursday at like 3:30 in the afternoon, and she goes, "If this doesn't get cleared by 5 o'clock tomorrow, you guys have to leave." And I'm like, "I just spent a month and 10 days living in a freaking inn. I ain't going nowhere."
Right.
But he called her this morning and got that all squared away, thankfully. I can't thank the dude enough. He's done more than he needed to.
Well, like I said, if the crap ever really hits the fan, I'm pretty sure I can set you up here.
I'll keep that in mind, sir. It's much appreciated.
Yeah, I know. I just want you to know, you're not. I know that you're still in the soup, you know what I mean? So don't feel like you're boiling, because you're not.
Oh, no.
You know, you're just in the soup, that's all.
I just roll with the punches and take it day by day. The wife is the one that tends to get a little freaked out over stuff.
Well, I got a lot of friends here, man. I haven't lived here a long time, but I got a lot of friends, and I'm certain I can either get you a job at the Golden Dragon working with copper piping or at the lumber mill. I'm 100% positive I can. So, I mean, like I said, you'll own your own house here in a year. Do you know what the rents on the trailers are here?
It's the same out here. I mean, once everything gets situated with this COVID-19 crap,
yeah,
and
you'll
everything
be good.
starts opening back up, we'll be good. I have a job waiting for me at American Flyer Bus Company. They were hiring for grounds maintenance, but when I went in for the interview, and they saw my background as a parts guy,
yeah,
the HR woman's like, "We actually have a position opening up for a resupply, a bin stocker for parts for the buses." She goes, with your background, would you be interested in that? I said, hell yeah, it'd be a hell of a lot better than working outside every day for a year.
Right.
She goes, I said, what's the pay difference? She goes, we only put the grounds maintenance job up because we really needed one, but I can fill that in a heartbeat for anybody. But your background, you'd be suited perfect for this, and it pays the same.
Nice.
And it's, 40, 45 hours a week. It's
And you
second
don't have
shift.
to be outside.
I don't have to be outside. I just fill bins in different areas of the building. I mean, I went on.
Nice.
They gave me a tour of the damn factory. They were set to hire me, and then they went on lockdown and started, sending. They're sending people home halfway through the day right now because of this crap. It's just so slow.
I think around May
everybody
it's all going to open back up again.
I don't
So
know.
I think, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
I don't think that's a good idea by any means, but yeah, I hear you.
Look,
Yeah, if they
I'm
open
gonna
up
be
too early,
honest
it's going to
with
end up
you.
throwing us right back to where we started.
Yep.
Tiny, I do a lot of research on this stuff, man. I'm a fanatic on researching. As much as you see me stream and game, I do twice as much researching. Twice
That's
as
kind of
much.
scary.
6-8 hours a day I'm researching.
The coronavirus has existed for years. The problem
Yeah.
is somebody somewhere decided to screw with it and make it worse.
Yeah, pretty much.
Here's the thing,
it's,
Tiny.
it's not somebody that ate a damn bat out of Wuhan in China. Somebody in China genetically modified the virus and made it 10 times worse than what it originally was.
Right, and
Yep.
these numbers that they're giving you, okay, I live here in Wilcox County, Alabama. There's 2 doctors here, 2. That's it, 2.
Yep.
So everything is very easy for me to check. You know what I mean? 'Cause there's only 2 doctors. There's a hospital, but there's only 2 doctors.
Yeah.
Everything else is flown out of here. Okay, we have a helicopter that comes in and takes them to Birmingham, or Montgomery.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right? So I call up the doctors. They said there was 14 cases of coronavirus here and 4 deaths. I call up the doctors. No cases of coronaviruses, no deaths.
Yeah.
They lied. They flat out lied. They flat out lied.
Are you honestly surprised?
No, I'm
They're
not
going to be
honestly
ripping up the
surprised. I'm just saying,
Constitution soon, dude.
when
Not
they're
with
coming
our
up with
freaking
these
government.
numbers, I don't believe any of them. I don't.
They-
You know why? How many people do you personally actually know have the coronavirus?
I only know one, and they got
My
over
mother-
it within a week.
My mother seems to think she had it back in February.
A lot
But
of my
she-
friends seem to think they had it back in
She,
somewhere between December and February.
She went on antibiotics almost immediately, and it took her 2 weeks to get over it because she's 70 freaking years old. But
Right. And it's a nasty cold. It's nasty. It's very not a good flu. You know what I mean?
gentleman-
But that's
the
all it
gentleman-
is, a cold.
the gentleman that's helping us, him and his significant other, they went through a bout, and they're pretty sure they've already had it once.
Right. And we went through it here in November and December. Everybody in this town was sick. Not me. You know what I mean? But everybody else in this town was sick, and I mean sick. And they were all over it within a week. It took about a week to 2 weeks for them to get over it. They didn't get over it fast, and it was bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was bad. It was a knockdown flu. This was not one of them ones where you're working with it. And it's not one of them ones where you're comfortable watching TV.
Right.
You were sick. And, but then it went away. And I think everybody here got it then. And,
Oh, there's reports showing up that this was already here back in November.
right.
That's when everybody started getting exposed. It was well before Christmas time.
I hit here in late November, all the way through December, and then into January a little bit. By mid-January, it was gone.
Yep.
It wasn't here anymore.
They already took away our legal right to buy guns out here in Pennsylvania because of it.
Did you know the
How
gun
can they
sales
take
have
away your rights to
skyrocketed?
buy a gun because of it?
Gun sales and ammo sales have skyrocketed
They
since
have.
this thing started.
They have, yeah. So out here in Pennsylvania, they're like, you know what? We're shutting down all gun stores. If anybody's caught selling a gun, they're going to get fined with a $2,500 fine.
Wow.
Excuse me, what happened to my Second Amendment, the right to bear arms?
Yeah,
I want to be
exactly.
carrying my pistol with me everywhere, but if you're caught outside with a weapon, you can get arrested now. There goes your Second
Yeah.
Amendment.
Good time
Mm-hmm.
to leave that state.
They
Goodbye.
Yeah,
lock you up
no
in your
joke.
house. There goes your Fifth Amendment.
We just passed a law here in Alabama last year where you can get 20 years in prison. You know what for?
What?
For what?
Having or giving an abortion.
Really?
Yeah, they're illegal here. They're illegal
Sorry
here.
to say, but I'm glad to hear that.
I am
I
too,
am glad to
honestly.
hear that too, man. They always
That's
say it's
good.
the
I
woman's
don't,
body, but it's
I
not the
don't
woman
want
that's dying. It's not
I
the
don't
woman
want
that's dying.
I don't want to piss off liberals or anything, but I'm all for that.
Screw them. I don't
I'm
care.
all for it,
I'll
dude. I
piss them
don't
off
care
all day
either.
long.
An abortion
You
is
know,
wrong.
it's murder.
It
Period.
is
You know
murder.
what I mean?
That's what it is.
They were a baby once.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, that's why I like George Carlin. He's funny, but when he starts ranting about kids and stuff, and I'm like looking at him like, you old douchebag, you was a kid once.
Yeah.
Right.
Who the hell are you, crotchety old man? You know?
we looked at one apartment out here. It was a 2-bedroom, and it was an old Bart that owned it. And he actually reminded me of George Carlin. And when the wife first called about it, all she got was some dude on the other end going, "What are you talking about?" Well, we finally get a hold of the dude, and it's the same dude that asked her what she was talking about. And he met us and showed us the place. And he goes, not to sound rude or disrespectful. He goes, "I can't rent to you." He goes, "All of my tenants are elderly, and you have 3 boys." He goes, "I'd be getting complaints every day from about noise." And I looked at him like, "I might have 3 boys, but they're pretty laid back and don't make a lot of noise." He goes, "Irregardless, I just can't." Like, okay,
Yep, just a crotchety old dude, man.
our friend was with us when we looked at it. He shook his head and goes, "Don't even bother," because he knew the guy growing up.
Yeah, don't even waste your time. Guy's just a crotchety old
Yep.
dude, man. Screw him. You know? I ain't got no time for stuff like that, Tiny.
Oh, that's really irritating. I'm finally getting my soybeans in the ground, and weeds are already popping up. And I'm not even done planting. Darn, man. Come on, get out of my field.
You
Now you know
using
the life of a real farmer.
you playing on seasons there, Whiskey?
Not on this map, no.
No.
I occasionally do seasons, but it's rare. Why? Do you like seasons?
I'm just getting into seasons on 19.
It
I love
needs work, in
seasons.
my opinion.
I love seasons on 17.
17, it was incredible, but it just seems wrong on 19 for some reason.
The only real difference is the fact that they take animal weight and age into consideration on 19.
Yeah. I had,
That's what's throwing me for a loop on it.
and starvation, too.
Yeah.
I had a trailer load, like, at least $100,000 worth of cows in the trailer, and it was so dark I couldn't see where to put the trailer to unload the cows, so I just decided I'll go to sleep, and then I'll put them in the morning. So I go to my house, and I hit the sleep button, sleep for the full night. I get up, and I see it popping across my screen, 42 cows die of starvation. Excuse me, it's been one goddamn night.
Oops. It was
Oh,
one of those, oh, you didn't know moments.
I was so pissed, man. Oh, man.
I was working on Shamrock Valley earlier today, and I put 4 sheep on it, and the season still has that glitch where when you unload animals, they're only at 80% health.
Yeah.
I had them in there not 10 minutes that it took me to get their feed truck full of grass, and then I had to run and get the water tanker and fill that up and then give them their water.
Yeah.
Their health dropped from 80% to 71
Jeez.
Wow.
in 5 minutes.
That's the
Wow.
problem with seasons, man. It kills them too quickly.
Well,
And
guys, I gotta
they're
run away.
yearlings, so I gotta wait for them to actually start producing anything.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
run away. About 4 hours, 5 hours. I gotta be up for my wife, guys.
Alright, brother.
Alrighty, sir.
All right, man. God bless, peeps, man.
God
You
bless,
as
man.
well, sir.
All right,
Rest easy,
Tiny.
man.
I'm serious, man. You're not in the soup, okay?
Oh,
Well,
I
you're in
know,
the
I
soup,
ain't.
but you're not gonna boil.
It could be a lot worse. I know.
Yeah, and things don't have to get a lot worse from there. You know what I mean? If this crap really starts hitting the fan, just call.
You got it.
I'm here, man. All right, talk to you later, bro.
Take it easy, man. Rest easy. God bless, sir.
Good guy.
I've been following Abed for, hell, 2 years.
Jeez, man.
I was in a party chat with DJ one night, and a guy named Rabbit Man from the UK,
Yep.
and it was an open party chat, and Abed saw DJ in the party chat and jumped in out of nowhere, started yelling and hooting and hollering, and that's how we met.
That sounds like all bad. Ugh. Finally getting the crops in at least.
I'm liming.
Oh, you're hitting the limes now?
Yeah, I downloaded, oh, what the hell map is this? I can't even remember which one. It's the Italian map that they gave us.
Oh, yeah, I know which one you're
They,
talking
the
about.
one they ported over from 17.
Yeah.
I don't like it on 19. I like it on 17 better than I like it on 19.
Agreed. I tried Goldcrest Valley on 19.
Yeah, I was on there for 5 minutes.
I was very disappointed.
I was like, yep, nope, no, I'm not doing this.
I emailed Giants before, like, 6 months before it came out onto console and said, can you guys, like, import your base map from 17 over to 19? Because I thought they'd do a good job about it. And I get an email back saying, yeah, no problem, we'll get someone to take care of that. About 4 or 5 months later, it comes onto console. I'm so stoked. I go on it. It's so broken.
hmm Oh, they're
I'm like,
porting,
what the hell, dude?
somebody's porting Sosnovka over to 19 as well.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I saw it in
No.
the testing
I
last
don't
year
want
a
it.
couple weeks ago.
I don't want it. If it's
Yeah.
going to turn out like Goldcrest, I don't want it. I uninstalled it because I was so disappointed.
Yeah, I was on it for 5 minutes and it was gone. It's like, yep, nope, this is not for me.
This is not Goldcrest Valley. This is just trash. So I take it you're a YouTuber too?
I is, sir. I've been doing this from-
Tiny426.
Yep. I've been doing this since 2016. I started out, I just did, like silent videos or streams. I didn't talk. And my oldest at the time, who was probably 15 or 16, was like, Dad, if you talk during your streams, you might get a lot more viewers. And I looked at him like, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. You're like 15 years old. And I actually tested his theory. I did a 4-hour silent stream, and then I did a 3 or 4 hour stream where I was actually talking to
Interacting,
the
yeah.
viewers, and I doubled my viewers just by interacting with them.
Yeah. I added a camera
Like,
to
oh,
my
shit,
streams.
He was right.
I added a camera to my streams, and that I went from 130 subs to 150 in a matter of one day. I was like, holy shit, that's the most subs I've gained in a day.
Nice.
So I was stoked
I got
about
one
that.
of them. I got one of them radio faces.
I don't use my camera often. When I do, it's when I'm like not lazy and not wanting to be sitting on my bed playing my game. But most of the time, I'm just chilling on my bed running a tractor, man. Nobody wants to watch somebody look like a drone going back and forth with a cedar. And it turns out I was already subscribed to you. Awesome.
I haven't done anything in a couple of weeks here, but I haven't really had the motivation. Plus, with everything going on, it's just been too hectic.
Yeah, I feel that, man.
I was gonna try to do some streaming last night, but then one of my other buddies was streaming on YouTube, and another set of friends was streaming on Twitch. And I'm like, yeah, I'll wait. And then I saw that on. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not streaming tonight.
I'm done.
I'll just wait.
Well, when we get that new map going, where all three of us are going, we can all be streaming on that.
I was on that map just before we got out of the inn and moved into where we are, and I had so many mods on 19 installed that I wasn't using that
Yeah.
I ended up deleting 19 off my hard drive and then reinstalling it and then going for mods that I knew I was going to use and I knew I liked. And
Yeah.
that map was on there when I did that, and I took it off. But
I have to go through my mod list, honestly. I have way too many mods. I have 96% of my capacity filled already.
yeah, I'm 99. I hear
I'll
ya.
have to uninstall some stuff, because I know when I play with Abad, he's that picky guy who has specific stuff he wants from the mod list.
Yeah, I hear. Well, for the logging map, there's not too many things we'll need. I mean, there's a lot of in-game logging stuff, so already.
I've gotten really good with loading logs into the with the grapple claws, man.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten really good with that. And I used to suck so bad, like I'd pick up a log and it'd fall right out of the claws. Or I'd send the truck into the stratosphere because it squeezed too tight.
Yep.
Now I'm just moving
Yeah.
so smoothly. I'm like, I guess this is what practice does.
Yeah.
Man, as soon as I finish planting this, I'm going to have to let it grow a little bit and then spray it with herbicide, man. This is ridiculous.
Oh, the weeds are stupid on 19.
They come so fast, dude. As soon as you
And-
finish plowing, they come.
The issue with the weeds on 19 is if you're using seasons, they
Yep.
come in patches.
Yeah.
So
You
if
gotta
you're on
you
a
gotta do it
non-seasons
multiple
map, it
times.
does- yeah, if you're on a non-seasons map, it just the whole field's weeds. If
Yeah.
you're on a seasons map, they come up in patches, and you gotta wait for them to actually stop growing, and then spray the herbicide to kill them all, or
Right.
just pre-treat the field before you do it, which you can do on that.
I did not know that, actually.
You can pre-treat a field for weeds before you do. Like if you plow it, you spray it with herbicide after you plow it, and then cultivate it.
Right.
And you don't have to mess with it after that, I guess.
Sounds good to me. Me being the idiot I am, I planted a field a while back with oilseed radish, thinking it was an actual crop that you could harvest. I literally
remember
sat in-game
when-
days for 5 days after it was at fully grown.
when we
waiting.
got that on 17. I had the same problem.
I was like, why isn't this getting to the point where I can harvest it? And then I looked it up online. It's a fertilization thing. Oh, I was
Yep.
so pissed, man. If I want to fertilize my damn field, I'll use chemicals. I don't need no frickin' plant to do it for me.
Well, I mean, if you look at it from one aspect, it's a free fertilization state.
Yeah.
So if you plant it, and then you go to cultivate or plow or whatever you want to do, you don't have to worry about fertilizer after
Yeah.
you do that. You can just go straight to seeding,
Right.
especially if you're using like a direct drill.
But I was so irritated that I had spent like 5 days with a
I hear ya.
$500,000 loan in my bank already, taking money out of my account, waiting for some crop to grow that never was. I'm actually glad that they finally got John Deere in the game, though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I used to work for John Deere when I was like 15 years old because
Damn,
went
dude.
to I went to an agricultural school when I was in high school,
Yup.
and I was able to get a job because I was in BOAG at an early age, and they're
Yep.
they're overpriced machines.
They're
That's the
very
easiest way to
expensive.
put it. Yeah,
I used to have
they're
a John Deere
highly overpriced for
1023E.
what they are.
Just the 1023E cost close to $15,000 to $20,000.
Hmm.
And that's just with the bucket, not counting a mower's deck or a backhoe attachment or any of that crap.
Right.
I paid that thing
Yeah.
off and then I sold it for twice what I bought it for.
Nice.
Some sucker thought it was some rare John Deere. I wasn't gonna argue with him. I'm like, you could probably find another one cheaper at the actual John Deere dealership used, but I mean, I'm selling this for $40,000. And he's like, done deal, I'll take it right now. Went to the bank and gave me cash up front, man. Oh, I was like, fucking right. I'm done.
Nice.
Take it. It's yours. Get it out of my sight.
Yep.
Never want to see another overpriced piece of equipment again. Then I unfortunately went and met Bobcat. You want to talk overpriced? Just their smallest excavator is $100,000,
Wow.
and
That's
that's
ridiculous.
half the size of a 1023E John Deere. And that's just a mini excavator, dude. It's ridiculous, man. I
Hmm.
can get a mini excavator off Craigslist for that's only a year old for like $50,000,
Yeah.
which is cheap because I mean I run a excavation company,
Oh,
and
sweet.
yeah, I prefer to do my own business. I don't like following orders.
I hear you. It's always nice when you can be your own boss.
Amen to that. I got a job coming up next month. I got to go and build a fire pit, and I'm going to be breaking out a Bobcat for that. Thankfully, though, I only have to rent this one, not buy it.
There you go.
I'm not spending $100,000 on an excavator. Fuck that, I can get one cheap. Yeah, machinery is expensive these days.
Oh yeah, no doubt there.
What map you working on yourself?
I think it's not the Terra Italica. What the hell is this map called? Let me see if it's. Nope, that's not gonna work. Oh, that's something else. What is the name of this map? I don't think it's in the settings. It doesn't tell me. Kitty, shut up.
Huh, I haven't played on it. Is it any good?
It's not bad. I can't for the life of me remember the damn name of it
Right.
though. Let me get out of here real quick. I'm gonna save this anyway. I'll save this and I'll jump out real quick and I'll give you the name of the map.
Alright.
It looked 10 times better on 17, but a lot of stuff looked better on 17.
Yeah, we can all agree on that.
Kitty,
Wh-
shush.
What'd you think of the Straw Harvest DLC?
I like it.
I do
Tuscan
too.
Lands.
Tuscan Lands, okay, I played on it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not a bad map at all. Definitely looked better on 17 though. Agreed.
Yeah. I'm using one of the. I think I selected the Northern Italy Geo for it.
There you go.
Kitty, shut up. I'm supposed to be asleep. It's like 3:40 in the morning. You stupid ass.
Cat.
Oh, I hate her. She hates me. It's a mutual
It's a
hate
mutual
relation.
hate.
Yep.
Yep. 4 in the morning for you, huh? Oh Jesus, it's 5 a.m. for me.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes to 4 here.
That's crazy, man.
Well, when I moved from Connecticut, when we left Connecticut, I was working a job on third shift because I'm a night owl to begin with.
Yeah, same
So
here.
it
I
worked out
like being
better
up
for
at
me.
night. I sleep during most days and then play games all night. Unless
Yeah,
I
that
have to work the next day, then I try to sleep during the night.
kind of pisses the wife off a little bit when I do that.
Well, that's what makes it so interesting, isn't it?
Oh yeah. But I don't, even when I do sleep, I only sleep for about 4 or 5 hours. So.
Yeah. Come on, John Deere. You're a big tractor. You can pull this seed drill. Get it up the hill. There we go.
Kitty,
So I
shut
went
it.
and bought a grill from Walmart the other day.
Yeah.
And yesterday I put it together. Half propane, half charcoal grill, right?
Mhm.
You would think they would make the instructions telling you what each piece does and where it goes, right?
Nope.
No. It takes a goddamn rocket scientist just to figure out how to put the fucking thing together.
I hear that.
It took me 3 goddamn hours just to figure out how to put it together. And when I finally got it put together, and I looked at the instructions, I found out half of it was put on upside down. Oh, I was
Oh,
pissed. I'm
that
like,
sucks.
you sick son of a bitch, Walmart. I swear, they get their kicks out of grills, man.
Oh yeah.
Just watching people get, like, so much pain from putting them together. Oh, man, it pissed me off. Crap, they're gonna make me fill up on fertilizer on this thing again, aren't they? Swear, I'm spending more money on fertilizer and seed and lime than I spend on my equipment.
I hear you there.
I mean, lime itself, just filling up the trailer the spreader 4 times, cost me $4,500 total.
Mhm.
That's just crazy.
Oh yeah, stupid expensive.
$1,300 each time, man. Ridiculous. Thank God for whiskey and beer, my friend. It's the only thing that keeps me farming.
So I'm on my like fifth cup of coffee.
I'm on my 5th beer.
Our friends made the mistake, and when we moved into the apartment, they bought us a Keurig,
Yep.
which I've never owned a Keurig before.
Oh, they're incredible,
And
aren't they?
oh my God, I'm in love.
I actually have mine plugged into my room now because I'm like really picky about my coffee. So now I'm like, if I cannot get it within 30 seconds of my bed, I don't
Mhm.
want my coffee. So I have it
Right.
right by my bed. I'm like, pop a cup in, man, ready to go.
It's not. I mean, the machine itself isn't that expensive.
No,
It
it's
was
not
a
that bad.
it was a housewarming gift from them to us, or from yeah. But I don't think I've drank this much coffee in a long time.
You turn
So
into the
convenient.
Abed, man.
It's freaking. It's so convenient. I mean, like you said, 30 seconds, you got a cup of coffee.
Pretty much, man. May as well go fill up on fertilizer while I'm next to it. $3,000 on just fertilizer. Just for like 15,000 liters of fertilizer, dude. I'm sorry,
Oh,
1,500 liters, not 15,000. For 15,000, that'd actually probably be reasonable.
I built a Fiat farm on my Italy map.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. You using the new Fiat crawler track on there?
I am actually. That's what I used to plow my field.
How is it? I haven't tested it yet.
It's not bad. It actually works very well.
So it's got the
With
power?
a hired worker, um, the turning seems to be kind of screwy, but that's it.
Right.
Other than that, it works like it's supposed to.
So it's a pretty smooth mod then.
Yep.
That's good.
The New Holland tracked uh, bulldozers, if you want to call them that, are pretty decent as well. I was using those on what the hell map was that? Campaign of France there for a while,
Yup.
and they seem to work out pretty good.
Yeah. I know we're supposed to be getting an actual dozer soon.
That'd be cool if we could actually use it to freaking dig holes in the ground.
Yeah, I think it's the blade actually is going to work as a plow, honestly. That's what I've heard.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is going to
Yeah,
be
that's
kind of
typically
cool.
all they're going to be able to do.
Well, they'll be
Only
good for
PC,
compacting silage, shoving silage back, getting rid
only
of
PC
snow.
gets to dig holes in the ground.
Yeah, for real. It's kind of sad. I mean, if they actually gave us, like, the mining and construction map on here, you know how much more popular Farming Sim on console would become?
Oh, no doubt. The problem is the damn consoles just can't handle it. Plus, you got Sony and Xbox are sticklers on what gets downloaded and what doesn't. So,
Yeah, for real.
I mean, that's like the licensing thing on PC with Ford and GMC and Chevy trucks and all that.
You can't get them on console. It sucks.
Because console won't let up because of the licensing issues.
Which,
And
honestly, they could actually get pretty easily.
well, yeah, I mean, if they finally convince John Deere to put John Deere on console.
Give it a few more years, we'll have Ford and Chevy on here.
Yep.
But they just got to get off their lazy ass and get it done. I mean, yeah, it took them since 2008 to get John Deere on any of them, honestly. Like, in the base game. But PC always got them, obviously.
Well, yeah. There's
But
no
console,
regulations.
yeah. But console, when they suggest it, of course, these companies are going to push back a little bit. They're trying to get something out of it.
Right.
But when they realize it's publicity for their vehicles, they're automatically like, yeah, we're on board.
Yep.
Literally, that's all they have to say. If they want Ford and Chevy in the game, just go up to these guys and say, look, it gives you guys publicity about your vehicles. It makes people want to choose between a Ford and Chevy just by the look of the vehicle on the game.
Yep.
And then they go and buy the truck that they want. And they automatically get the licensing for these things. For all I care, they can keep Dodge and GMC out. I don't like them. Nobody likes Dodge or GMC.
I do. Well, I like Dodge, but I'm a Mopar fanatic anyway, so.
Well, I won't hold that against you. I'm a Ford man.
I'm a muscle car Mopar fanatic.
Oh, there you go. I won't lie. The Dodge Challenger. That was a car, man.
If they did spend as much time and effort as they did on the new Challenger, as they did on their Charger, they'd be 10 times
more successful,
richer, more successful than what they are now.
Agreed.
Because
Their square bodies were the best, though.
The only reason they brought the Challenger back, or not the Challenger, the Charger, was they had a platform to use it, to put the body on and rebadge it.
Yeah.
The Charger is based off of the Chrysler 300 platform.
Right.
And that's why it's a 4-door and not a 2-door.
I mean, I honestly wouldn't be surprised actually if within the next 2 years or 3 years we get Ford or Chevy on console, because the game SnowRunner that just came out, they have licensing for Ford, Chevy, Dodge, GMC, Tesla. They have the new Tesla truck on there, dude. I mean,
that's cool. I didn't know that. It's an ugly ass truck, but it's still kind of cool.
It's kind of cool that they got it. It's a shitty truck, but they still got it. So if SnowRunner got it for console, it's very likely Farming Sim will get it eventually too.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, they could probably get it for 19 if they wanted to still, just for the mods.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not going to be surprised if a new DLC pops up with Ford vehicles or something like that.
That'd be cool.
I won't be surprised, but I mean, I know our chances are very small. It would be very nice, though. I'd love a couple F350 Super Duties or something like that, man.
I mean, look at what they did to the Mustang. They rebranded it Lizard. I don't even care if they do that.
Yeah,
but
they could do that.
They were able to do it, and they got away with it.
It's still a Ford.
They changed the name.
Yeah. Same with the Hitachi excavator. They just rebranded it NMC.
Hmm.
Though that excavator is actually kind of trash. The controls on it could be so much more smooth. I'll always like to live here 982, 902. It's a much better excavator mod.
Oh, is that orange one that we just got recently?
That's the Hitachi. Yeah, that one has crappy controls on it.
Yeah.
But the one we got before it, the Live Here 902,
Hmm.
that one, the modders for that make it so smooth. It's so easy to operate. But everybody likes the Hitachi now because it's new to farming sim.
Right.
And everything that's new gets the most attention, obviously. We had on 17, didn't we have Bobcat?
Yeah, there was a Bobcat skid steer.
Why the heck aren't they giving that back to us?
Depends on the modder, actually. There's stuff on 17 I'd kill to have on 19, like Val and Craig Estates.
Oh yeah.
I love that map on 17, and I'm still actually playing it. Even after losing all the hours that I lost on that map, I'm still playing it.
Right.
In my opinion, it's that good of a map.
No, I don't blame you, man.
I mean, it's a very tight map, it's a very small map, but the amount of stuff you can do with the map, just in general, it's amazing.
Yeah. When it comes to farming, I'm a stickler for keeping my equipment parked in their respective places, but I
Hmm.
never wash them because I love the look of the dirt on the tires.
I do a lot of old iron stuff, as
Yep.
much as what is permitted is on 19. Older tractors and older equipment,
Yep.
and I don't put pressure washers on the map for that specific reason,
Yeah.
because it's in quotation marks an old iron map.
Yeah.
Who the hell would have had a pressure washer back then to keep their equipment clean? They had a garden hose.
Right.
Oh, let's see here. I don't want that. TX32, whatever the hell it is. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I don't have any Fiat harvesters, so that sucks. Get rid of that.
They got that nice old blue one though.
Yeah, the portrait.
I
Yep.
love that fucking harvester. If the
I'm
fields
using
on
that
this
on.
map weren't so big, I'd use it.
I'm using that on Shamrock Valley, actually, along with as much older styled equipment as possible.
I gotta watch some of your series, dude.
It's I'm actually on Shamrock. I'm using a mix of older tractors and a mix of newer equipment. So like uh, for the cereal crops, I'm using the John Deere sewing machine,
That little one?
the the green one
Yeah.
for seeding. But for the row crop stuff, I had to go with a Lemken. So
Yep.
there's some old equipment, there's some new equipment. The equipment and the tractors are mostly old, but I had to mix in a few of the newer stuff because of the issue with not having older equipment.
Right.
I could put the Takano on here. That's oldish looking.
I don't care if I'm about 50% on weeds. I'm gonna spray it real quick. Whatever hasn't popped up won't pop up then. No point in waiting, right?
That's right.
Get it done and get it over with.
I think I'll use this on here too. Screw it.
The one reason I actually like that new baler we got is 'cause it's an oldie.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish the chute on it was a little longer so that it actually sat inside the cage like it did on
Yeah, like
the
came
old.
up and then tipped down into it or something, or came
Yeah,
right up to
pretty
the edge of the
much.
trailer.
That
I
way
hear
it
you.
would basically shove it all, everything to the real far back of the trailer and pile it up there. And it should at least have a tarp over the top of it too,
Yeah,
to prevent anything from flying out.
I dealt with enough of that. I was losing bales left and right at one point.
Right? First time I used it, I was going around the corner after filling it up, and the whole setup tipped over.
Mm-hmm.
Bales everywhere. And because they're so small, it takes forever to clean them up.
Yep.
Well, I went and bought a frickin' front loader and just scooped them up and put them back in the trailer. I'm like, I'm not picking these up one at a goddamn time. Fuck that. I still use the Lizard Rodeo a lot, though. I like the Lizard Rodeo.
I wish they hadn't put the cucaracha horn on it. That's the one thing that turned me off of the damn thing.
Wait, they did?
Yeah, they put the little Mazda pickup they give you that they came out with in 19. It's got that stupid La Cucaracha horn on it.
Does it really? I didn't know that. I never
The
used the
ro-
horns, so.
the rodeo has the same horn on it. It's like, come on, guys, be a
Wait, let me
little
see.
different.
Where's the button for the horn? Oh my god. No, come on.
Hey, you can make it look like a sweet truck, but then you hit the horn and it's like, no, come on.
That just takes it away, man. That just
Yep.
takes everything away. Have you gotten to the point of playing these games where you don't even have the help window open or the map or any of that stuff?
I use the map occasionally, especially if it's on something I've never been on before. But that's the
Right.
extent of it. I mean, like the help window for equipment, for like mixing TMR and whatnot for animals, I'll use the help window, but that's really the extent of it. Or if it's on a piece of equipment I've never used before, and the controls are a little wonky from what they normally are.
Right. I can't believe I just put liquid fertilizer in this stupid thing when I needed herbicide. Wow, I'm an idiot. That's $1,500 I'll never get back.
Unload it. Save it
I
for
did.
later.
I'll use it for later. Spray it down when it grows.
Yep.
Herbicide!
Oh,
Now let's
come
go kill
on.
some bad stuff in my field. I love how if you play on horse aggravation, they literally give you every machine in the game. I kid you not. Like,
Yeah.
every frickin' machine.
It's
It's
a
like,
lot of
seriously?
stuff.
Like, you get in that map and you automatically start lagging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, weeds, that doesn't feel so good, does it? Spraying you down with the good stuff. I always end up overlapping with these things.
With the sprayers?
Yeah. Better safe than sorry to miss something.
Oh, come on. Put everything so damn close to the store, you gotta wiggle your way in there to get the equipment hooked up and hooked up.
Right.
Ooh. Then you hit other stuff that you loaded up. Alrighty, cool.
There's only one thing about DJ Gohem I don't like.
What's that?
He always goes into the game files and mods his vehicles to go faster.
Oh, that's just DJ. DJ's a DJ, so he knows how to entertain, and that's his
Right.
only goal. And his motto for YouTube is stream the stuff you'd want to watch. So
Well,
that's
that's
actually kind of where I got my go-to attitude for streaming on YouTube.
yeah. Well, I can agree with that definitely. I mean, I'm doing what I would want to watch. Playthroughs of working your way up in the farm, making money,
Hmm.
eventually getting animals,
Yep.
owning every field in the game. But that takes time and work, honestly, obviously. And I don't like taking easy way outs. Everybody keeps commenting on my stream now and then, like, you should get the government subsidy sign. I'm like, nah, man. That's not who I am. I can't do that.
I'll use them. Like on this Italy map, I use them. But
Yeah,
that's just because I'm screwing around on the map. It's not.
right.
That's strictly the only reason. This is a screw around map, even though I'm using seasons on it. But other than that, it's just a screw around thing.
Right.
But I have a Welkers seasons map going, and I have Shamrock Valley seasons map going. I will not use those subsidy signs on it. I
Because
refuse to.
it's because those are like the important maps to you. That's the
Right.
ones where you're trying to actually success by hand. Work for it.
And I have a loan on Shamrock. I don't have a loan on Welkers at the moment.
I have a bad habit of taking out loans, so at this point, I'm like, this series, I am determined not to take one out.
I'm doing a loan oak on 17. Um, I don't know if I've taken a loan out on that one yet.
On
I did the
17, the
gold.
loan was a lot less than on 19, though.
Oh, yeah, I know it was.
On
It's
19,
way a lot
you're
less.
wallowing in debt.
Um, but I'm running a 17 loan oak that is seasons, and it's the Oregon, the actual location geomod.
Right.
Um, and I'm having a blast with that. I changed it up a little bit though, because they're predominantly a case farm.
Yep.
I sold all the case equipment, did the gold nugget hunt, and I bought all New Holland stuff.
There you go. Go with the vehicles you love, man. That's what I always say. That's why most of my stuff's always John Deere.
I built a John Deere farm on Pacific Northwest. It
That's dope.
didn't last long.
Not a fan of John Deere.
It's not that I'm not a fan. It's just the John Deere stuff looks too plasticky to me. That's just my opinion.
I
It looks
agree,
too
it
much like
does
it looks
look
too much
really
like a toy
plastically.
almost.
It does look really plasticky, but like I grew up with a family that had a farm, and all their vehicles were John Deere.
Right.
And so
So you
I
grew up
love
around
them.
them.
I grew up around
Yep.
them. I'll always use them. They're my favorites. But don't get me wrong, I still love New Holland, Case, all those. Especially because they're a lot cheaper than John Deere.
Mhm.
You can get a Case tractor half the price of a John Deere tractor.
Yeah.
No problem. But I'll always stay loyal to John Deere on like farming sim and stuff like that. The tractor for in the Beauregard DLC, the
Oh yeah,
9RT
the
that we
9R.
got,
Yep. Yep.
9RX, yeah. I didn't like that tractor. It just looked too fake.
Yeah, I didn't care for it either. Plus, it has issues.
It does,
Like
doesn't it?
the fan doesn't rotate when the engine's running.
Yep. And the engine just sounds fake, honestly.
I didn't play with it. I had the Borgold DLC on Ravenport just to play with it.
Yep.
It's cool because it's so big, but that to me that was
It's
the extent of it.
it's no bigger than the Case quad track. It's
Oh,
about the same size.
I'm talking about the air drills themselves. I'm
Oh,
not
the
even talking
drills,
about
yeah.
I'm not even talking about the 9RX. I don't give a crap about that. Just having that much of a bigger air drill was neat to
Was
me.
was very neat, yeah. It's bigger than the one that came with the big bud.
Mm-hmm.
pack.
Yeah, the Seed Hawks. Yep.
Yeah, but they're still broken.
Yeah.
That's the problem with 19. They're releasing everything too early. They're not waiting for it to actually be ready. They're just releasing it.
Yeah, it's passing, for some reason it's passing all their testing platforms and it shouldn't be. That's been their problem from day one though, with 19.
Agreed.
That's why they're waiting to put out 21, even if they do put out a 21, which they're not even sure if they're going to do.
Well, we're all hoping they do. They gotta keep it going. But even if they don't, they'll still continue putting mods out for 19.
So they're slowly improving the game overall,
Yeah.
and I think it was a wise choice on their part to do what they did
Oh,
with
agreed.
putting off on 21.
Everybody agrees on that. I mean, everybody's pissed about it, but they're
I'm
all
not pissed about it.
a
It
lot of
was a good
people are.
decision on their part. I know, I understand a lot of people are. I'm not one of them, but
I could care less. I mean, honestly, if it makes the game better in the end, if it does come out, then
yeah.
good. They did a
If
good
they're gonna
job.
if they're gonna take the time to fix their screw ups, because they rushed this to begin with.
Yeah, they
This
did.
shouldn't. This should not have dropped when it did. They dropped this game months, at least 3 months too early to begin with.
Yeah, they keep pushing to get them out on time of what they think is the right time, just to satisfy everybody. It ends up screwing with their reputation.
Yeah, and then everybody
Nothing
gets
has
pissed off
trumped
because it's all screwed
17.
up.
Nothing has trumped 17. So if they do come out with 21, they got work to do to impress us.
hmm
Because 17 will always be the better one.
I hope they don't screw with this graphics engine any more than what they already have.
Yeah, don't
They
even
need
try
to
and improve them.
they need to leave the graphics engine alone and concentrate more on the equipment and what they're allowing to get through.
Agreed.
Well, sir, it's been a pleasure. But I have to run to the little Wrangler's room and take a shower.
Knock yourself out, man. I'm heading off
And
myself. I'm just
the
parking
kids will
up the
be for a
truck.
couple hours. But you have a wonderful rest of the morning.
I will
Enjoy your
do.
day. And
Thank you,
thanks for
sir.
having me.
Oh, always,
Anytime.
man. Anytime, man. You're always welcome.
Word up.
I
You
hope to
have.
catch you again later on in the future.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no doubt. Trust me, I'll be back.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you have a sparkling day, sir. Thank you.
You too, sir. Have a good one.
Bye bye.
Bye. Alright, guys. We've been going for about 4 hours. So, I must stop. It's about 5:19 in the morning anyway. I am exhausted. So, I will see you guys all in another episode on Lone Oak Farms in the Fs19. So, let's save and call it a day.